Invite tribe. Here we go.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich. Why is your stomach already?
It's already
Your
hungry.
stomach is already making noises and all
I know,
that.
right? We ate early dinner.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
my
you're
mic is on.
on.
I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our members only live stream. And of course, we have something to talk about today. But before anything else, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, you definitely subscribe. But please engage with us. Drop some comments and call in if you may.
It's members only, so it is a very limited amount of people in here. So make it pop. You guys make it pop.
Yeah. Okay. And just to remind everyone, I don't know if you don't memorize the number by heart. So the number is 415-490-8030.
Number's right here.
Yes.
We got it right here.
Call us in and give us your take. And of course, today's topic is about the pros and cons of living together. So we're going to talk about
in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, of course.
People. We didn't done it all. Yeah. In the Philippines.
In the Philippines,
that's a little different ball game, right?
Most definitely.
All right.
So, yeah. So we shout out some people first before we get started.
Who you want to shout out? Who you want to shout out?
Yeah, we want to shout out.
We get to the top.
Yeah.
Start from
there. So
we
have Slick Rick.
Right. Slick Rick is always in the house because he's moderating. And he's quick on the trigger, but this is members only, so you ain't getting in here and acting a fool, right? Everybody is gonna do, everybody's gonna be right. So
Cliff was an early bird.
Cliff TV was in the house before we even got in the house. So what's up, Cliff? I know you're probably at work, so we'll just shout you out. We know you're working. Who else is in the house?
So we have Raymond.
Raymond is in the house. What's going on, Raymond?
Tiger Ronnie is here, and then we also have Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan said, and Cliff, by the way, if you think you're going to give Chang a Dodgers cap, Chang, are you going to wear the Dodgers cap?
I'm only going to wear Giants.
That's it. That's it. Giants, bro. That's it. Period. But we appreciate the gesture.
Thank you.
Right. We appreciate the gesture.
Yeah. Sure, Black Box is here.
Black Box is in the house. What's up, kid?
Yes. Yeah, I'm home. I'm home.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up, right?
All right. So
Tiger
Ronnie, I did.
Oh, did you? You got Tiger Ronnie? Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. So before we jump in with the pros and cons, or before we discuss the pros and cons of living together, do you think it's like it's okay to sorry? There's a tiger in my So, do you think, in your personal opinion, do you think it is better to test drive a relationship before
Absolutely.
Getting into marriage?
Absolutely. It's what it is. I mean, I know that times have changed, but I think, yes, I think so.
So, just to give you an idea, before here in the Philippines, it's frowned upon that you live together first before getting married. But the advice of my mom also that before you marry that person, so that you understand, each other's attitude, behavior, especially when how you do things together at home. So it's better that you live in.
It's a big adjustment moving in, living with somebody. It's a huge adjustment. And knowing how they get down, where they put stuff, how they do stuff day to day, and being able to work together with them, it's a big adjustment. So
and also maybe if that would be an indicator if you wanna move forward or you wanna back up.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you can, look, somebody might start acting a fool. They think, oh, I got him. I moved in with him now, Then you start letting go. You start, not taking care of yourself and all that. You can see that. And look, men are visual creatures, so it matters. And if the men aren't stimulated by the woman, it matters. All of that stuff matters. All that's really important, I think. Yeah.
So, do you think women and men have different expectations when it comes to moving in? Do you have different expectations? moving
I think
in?
so. And you guys can let me know how you feel about this. I think when we move in with a woman, you know what we're thinking? I'm gonna tell you what we're thinking. I'm gonna
Maybe
get
we're
I'm gonna get
thinking the
I'm
same
gonna
thing.
get that I'm gonna get that booty every day, all
Gosh,
day. That's what I think that's what the majority of men are thinking. I'm gonna get that ass all the time now, right?
I don't know if most women will think the
Yeah, I know,
same, but
but you nasty though. So, but I'm telling you, that's what a lot of
like,
men are thinking. Is like, oh, I'm gonna tax that. I'm gonna get it day, morning, noon, and
right.
night. And I think that's what a lot of dudes are thinking. We're not thinking about all the rest.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta come up and pay some more bills and blah blah blah. But we're thinking about, I'm a knock the yeah, I'm a beat it up. Right. What do you think most women, not you, not you. I know what you think. I know how you think. What do you think most women are thinking?
I think it's like playing house,
Yeah,
so
I think
it's
so.
like playing house for
Hmm.
most women. But of course, a lot of times it has something to do with, oh, I'm not just caring for myself anymore, I'm caring for another person.
Right.
So I have to make double the
Hmm.
meals, I have to wash double the clothes,
Right.
because for me or for a lot of Filipinas, I think it all comes down to doing chores at home.
Hmm.
So it's more of taking care of that partner.
Right.
So what are the pros? So do you want to start with the positives or the negatives?
Um,
The pros or cons?
we can start. We'll start. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the audience real quick
Yeah.
and see what the audience have to say. So go ahead.
Obi-Wan said, when I lived in Cebu City, I had a 5-bedroom house with a nanny
Damn.
and girlfriend who is my ex-wife. I like living with someone who took great care of me, but
Right. Right.
I missed my single
I
life.
hear you, brother.
Hmm.
I hear you.
Okay,
And he
so
said it drove me crazy.
it drove you crazy.
Um, you know what, Obi-Wan, I'm with that. There's like something I like about it, but something I don't like. I
Your
need my space. You
space.
you know me. I
Mm.
need my space. I mean, I could for me, success is we live in the same place,
But you have your
but
own.
yeah, but you over there and I'm over here. And when we want to mesh together, we hang out together, watch TV, do something or do whatever. But then I need space. I
Mm.
gotta have space. Yeah.
But for example, let's just be crazy and think about, for example, we decided to move in.
Hmm.
So I think it would be better for you if, like, for example, it would be a 3-bedroom
Hmm.
house, for example. But
Obi-Wan had a five
I
bedroom
know,
joint,
right?
right? Yeah. You got it like that, Obi-Wan?
You
Goodness.
have like a 3-bedroom
Right.
house because the other one is dedicated for your man cave.
Right. Right.
That's what I think,
Yeah.
right?
That's
That's what
that's what
I
I had
think.
when in my house at home. I had my whole man cave actually. A
Yeah.
whole. It was just my joint where I could play Xbox and do my thing
Mm,
to blow off steam. Right. Yeah.
to blow off steam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think that's really a. I mean, I also need space, but I can
Hmm.
always go to my mom's place, or I
Hmm.
can I can go somewhere.
You do this every time.
I don't know. I don't know. They keep calling me every time we have a
They
live
keep calling me.
stream.
Don't keep calling me. All right.
Okay.
Tiger
So
Ronnie said,
a Filipino will move in very quickly if you let them.
"Look, Ladan, Ladan, let us all know she came to the first date with
With
her suitcase,
suitcase.
right? So look, I mean, if you, I think it's true. Some of them will. Some of them really will. I know there is somebody who I dated before Ching for a hot minute, and she had already planned to move her kids in, move her. She had two dogs.
Word?
I mean, I shouldn't say, but she talked about it, like moving her two kids, her dog. I'm like, oh wow, slow down, slow down. Yeah, I'm just trying to tap the, I'm just trying to get the goodies right now. You talking about moving dogs in? She showed me a picture of the dogs. Dogs can be over there, and the dogs, yeah, the dog. No, 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 baby, no, no, it's not like that. Not yet. Right.
But that's what a lot of
I
Filipinas
know.
think. Like
I
when
know.
they give you the goods, they think that, oh, he's gonna move me in already.
Right.
You know?
But is that the transaction though? Is that the that's what she's worth? Do you guys think? Sorry.
Mm.
Do you guys think like okay, this is the step before marriage? This is the step before we get married.
I think so for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, because we will discuss this in our next video, our
Right.
upcoming
Yeah, yeah,
video. But I think that a lot of women, not just
yeah.
Filipinas, really think that it is the ticket, to marriage.
Right.
To very important key to marriage is, the prized possession,
Right.
the box.
Right. You know what? I just realized
Mm.
I don't think I made this members only. Did
You
I?
think?
It's only members. No, because
Jay,
I think
I think it's a member. I'm not really sure.
no, I think I messed up.
Maybe or maybe not.
But maybe it says members only.
Mm.
But yeah. But and most people are members, but no, I didn't. I
Mm.
didn't, right? It is what I think I just realized I messed that up.
Okay. So let's
Okay,
go back
sorry.
to the
Yeah.
comments first. So before we continue. All right. So Slick Rick said, Obi-Wan, wow, 5 bedroom, that's a big house in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It is. Because a lot of times here in the Philippines, we live in a studio or
Mhm.
1 bedroom house
Right.
for a family of 7.
Right.
Yeah. So some of the family members will live in the living room. I will sleep in the
Mhm.
living room, and then the kids will normally sleep in the
And
bedroom.
you guys do it with one bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will go crazy
I know.
talking about one bathroom with 7 people.
Mm.
First time I came over you guys' house when you lived with your parents, um, I was like looking around like one. I was counting the people. I was
Mm.
like, oh, I was like,
How many?
what? How many
Now
people live here? Right?
we
Yeah.
have like a system because people wake up at different
Hmm.
times because you have to go to work, you have to go to
Right.
school. So we have like a system that who uses the bathroom first.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, we did it.
Okay.
We're okay. So next, Tiger Ronnie said, okay, we got that.
Right.
Obi-Wan said, yeah, 5 bedroom, 5 bath downtown by the circle for $500 a month.
For $500 a month.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a good deal.
That's a hell of a deal. Not a
Five
good deal.
bedroom,
That's a hell
five
of a deal.
bath.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, I let my girl move in to take care of me. I'm getting a nanny next time.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I think the nanny might not be a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that.
Okay.
Jakin is in the house. What's
Hello,
going on, Jay?
Jay.
What's happening, brother?
Okay. Nice to see you here. Obi-Wan. Blackbuck said,
okay.
good for you, Obi-Wan. As for me, I'll take care of myself. I've never had anyone take care of me.
The independent, the strong independent
Mm-hmm.
man, right? I actually, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I actually like having you. I like having you around. Do
For
a
the most
little.
part.
I mean, it
Sometimes.
gets a little.
Sometimes.
It'll drive me crazy after a little while. But
Mm.
I like that you're always, you're always moving around doing this and doing that. And I do like that. I really do enjoy that. But yeah.
Yeah, I just need to tell you where I put stuff.
I really wish you would. That's a
I
good example of the adjustment, especially when you talk about cross cultural. It's a good example of the adjustment that you have to make. Because remember, like when we first started dating, is like I would put something here, and I turn around and it's not there no more. I'm like, I know I just put it here, and Ching had moved it to where she thought it should be in my house, right? And man, I am telling you, man. If you move one more thing in my, you move one more
we
thing.
have like a come to Jesus.
Yeah. Seriously, I mean, every single time I put something where this is where I want it to be, I turn around and an hour later I go to get it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I learned to ask or to tell you, oh, I'm going to put it here so that you know where I'm going to leave it next time. All right. So SR Williams is here.
What's up, man? Long time no see. It's been a minute anyway.
Yeah. So don't forget to leave the toilet seat down. I don't think I
You
have
know
an
what?
issue with the toilet seat.
And thank you for not. I mean, I grew up with 10 sisters, and that was always a big issue. They would always gang up on me because I didn't put the toilet seat up. I didn't put the toilet seat down. But you know what? I've always had this thing. If I put it up and you want it down, what's the problem?
Yeah, you just put it down.
Yeah, you just put the toilet seat down.
You know what I have an issue with? the droplets. So the
I
droplets.
know. You know,
Pee.
you got.
But I don't say anything.
Yeah,
I just wipe it
and
down.
you got.
Yeah, I
It's
just wipe it down because why make a big fuss out of it? Because if it,
that's the right attitude.
yeah,
That's the
why
right
make a
attitude.
big
I
fuss?
totally agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. Right.
Hmm.
All right.
So next, Obi-Wan said, "Black box. I was a single parent, so I always took care of myself. But I must say, I love the way Filipinos take care of their man."
Right. And Black Box said single parent or single child, Obi-Wan. Right? Yeah. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
good question.
Single parent. He's
Mm-hmm.
30 something now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Right. All right. Mr. and Mrs. Halt. Halt. Cheeks only, please. Right? Cheeks only. All right.
Okay. Slick Rick said, "Didn't Cheng show up on your first date on Granny Grocery Getting?"
She did.
Yes.
She really did.
Yes.
And I was unimpressed.
Because I wasn't thinking like I need to impress someone when
No, I
I
mean you just showed up as you, right?
as
You
me.
just showed up as you,
Yeah,
and
if
yeah,
you
with the
like me,
them thick them
glasses.
glasses on.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, I drove my son to school,
Hmm.
and then it was very convenient for me to meet
Right.
you. So okay,
Yeah,
let's
but
do
you
it.
realize how much different you look today than you looked back then.
Yeah, I think I wanna get some glasses also, but during nighttime when I don't wear because
But it was
I'm blind.
daytime. But I'm
But
just
it
saying,
was daytime.
do you realize how
Mm,
different you look today? I mean, if you go back to our first videos, you go back to our
a
first
chunky.
videos, yeah, you was a little bit more chunky. I think we was probably both a little bit more chunky.
Yeah, because
But
it was
yeah,
after pandemic. Huh?
yeah.
Mm,
But I mean,
different.
yeah, you spruced up a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Yeah,
When you're with someone, they said if you look better, that
mhm,
means you're glowing
right.
and you're with the right person.
That's all right. I saw the potential. I saw the potential way back then, right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so
Fornay is
Foreign.
in the house. What's up,
Hello,
Fornay?
Foreign.
Good morning. Good morning down under.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Naps is here. So Naps, I'm late, but here, and I'm not a member.
Yeah, Naps. Not we. Let me take this one. Let me take this L. I took two L's today, huh?
It's okay.
I took two L's today. Yeah, I mean, let me take this L. I forgot to click the members only button. Yeah, and so it's supposed to be members only, and yeah, and I forgot to click the members only button. So I guess it is what it is. It says members only, but there is a button that you're supposed to click that says, public, private, or members only, and I left it at public, and I was supposed to click
We'll
that.
make
Yeah,
up for it.
we'll definitely make up for it because
Mm-hmm.
we want to give the members only people. This is going to be a smaller crowd because
Mm-hmm.
the promos said members only. So I know it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a smaller crowd. You guys don't forget to call in.
Mm-hmm.
Call in again. We know it's going to be a smaller crowd, so call in. Give us your take on this. What do you guys think when you first move in with a woman? What's your thinking? What's your thinking about how things are going to go down? What I mean, do you think that we're thinking the same thing as the women do?
Yeah.
Right? And
Okay, so definitely, I don't think men and women have the same expectations.
I don't
So
think so either. Right?
yeah, so let's start with the
Yeah.
pros and cons
Yeah.
of living together.
Real quick, let me
Okay.
shout out Derek Greenway. What's up, Derek?
Hello,
And
DG.
Frank dropped in and said it is not members only. And I just realized like maybe
10 minutes
10
ago.
minutes ago that I didn't hit the members only button. Because I'm not used to. Yeah, I'll take the L on it. I'll take the L.
Yeah, we'll make
Anyway,
up for the
yeah,
members.
we'll make sure we might make sure that we get
Mm-hmm.
another. It's going to be a smaller group, no question. But it was supposed to be members only,
Yes.
and that's the point, right?
Yep. Okay, so Black Box said, I traveled around like Rich has when I was in my late 20s, and people think I seated women all over, but I really don't.
But I really didn't. Okay.
I
All
really
right.
didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good time. I really enjoyed my travels. I enjoyed living in China. Living in China was awesome. Was
Mm-hmm.
easily one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
The good, bad, the ugly, but it was an awesome experience. And everything that I thought about China, you threw it out the window because you learn that China is nothing like what you think it is,
Mm-hmm.
good and bad. But it was an awesome experience. And if you're a man, if you're a single man, I strongly recommend going to China to visit. Stay a while. Stay at least 2 weeks. Don't stay for a week because it's not. You're not. I mean, stay 2 weeks. You'll have a great time. All right.
Mm. Okay,
Right.
so we have
Oh, word! I just caught this. Sorry, this comment from Naps. You got stung by some yellow jackets. 4. Ouch, man. Yeah, I hope you get better, bro. That would suck.
I know.
When we were stationed in Hawaii, with my grandparents, I got stung by a yellow jacket, and I'm telling you, man, it hurt like hell. It hurt like
Really?
hell. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did. Anyway, back to the topic.
So Raymond said, but how do you find a nanny you can trust? It is hard to
It's tough.
find
It is
a
tough.
nanny that you can trust. You have to be
Mhm.
like during the first few months, you have to be really, you know, I'm
Yeah.
watching you,
Yeah.
especially when you're taking care of
Mhm.
a baby,
Right, for real.
because you see a lot of videos now that the nanny mistreats the
You
baby
gotta
when
have
the parents.
cameras.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
have
have
to have
cameras and stuff.
cameras.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And but plus, I just think in the beginning, you just really it's tough trusting somebody. You
Mm.
kind of gotta. It's like breaking in a new girlfriend. You gotta tell her
Mm.
what you want, how you like things, and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And it is tough. It is.
So
It's
I
not
think it
easy.
will be like a few months to 6 months
Mhm.
before you can really slowly trust. But still, you still need to put your guard up
Yeah,
because you know
definitely,
that's
definitely.
yeah. So Obi-Wan said, "That's good, Black Box. Do you ever plan to have kids?"
Right. Okay. Good question. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Hey,
Ray's in
Mr.
the house. What's
Ray.
up, Ray?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for jumping in. All right. So um Raymond said, Peach does the same thing to me, I
Does the
think.
same thing to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the black box said, at 64 years old, I would take a Filipina that begs to have my child, and I would have to set contingency plans for my wife and child for my eventual death.
I just talked to somebody called me the other day, and he's in his 60s, and
Mm-hmm.
he said he has no children, and he would really like to have children. He would like to have a child. So I mean, there's cats out there, contrary to what a lot of people think. There's cats out there that don't have children in their 50s, in their 60s, and they would like to come here and start a family. And that's when you just really got to vet carefully, because you're talking about somebody being the mother of your children,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that calls for a whole different level of
Yeah.
vetting, a whole
Mm-hmm.
different level of vetting, right?
Yes.
But there's dudes out there that still want to have children. I got mad
Mm-hmm.
respect. We want to leave our seed. We want to leave
Yeah.
something behind that says that I was
Uh-huh.
here,
Yeah.
right?
So even if you just like for example you're 60 and you know that you'll be living for a certain period of time,
Hmm.
I think that it is still rewarding for you to see your child even if for 10 to 15 years,
Oh, no doubt.
the presence,
Yeah.
that's the foundation of a child, like 10 the
Hmm.
early years and you're
You
there.
just got to make memories.
Yeah, you
You
have
really
to
got to make memories
really
for
good,
real.
yes.
Yeah, because I mean, because you'll probably never
Never
see your
see
child graduate from high school, right?
for sure.
So I mean, you really have to like make memories
And then
and take a lot of pictures, a lot of movies,
yeah,
a lot of
and
everything.
also
Yeah.
teach him what he or she needs to learn
Right,
from you,
right.
most
I agree.
especially.
I agree.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Farnay said, I work away from home. When I leave, my wife has set my clothes out on the bed, helps me get my back together. When I come home a week later, the house is spotless and there is usually dinner ready.
That's what that's what it is. I mean, that's what I like. I
Mm.
like I like that when you come over here, you bring something over, and you eat half of it. You eat up most of it.
One fourth. But
But I do like that you are really good about making sure I have something to eat. You're really good about taking care of me, and I
thank
really,
you.
really, really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
because I know your schedule that it's tight. You only have 1 hour break in between, and
Right. I get to
I
the
don't
gym.
you
Yeah.
don't have, I know that you won't have a chance to go to get you some chicken and all that. So
Mhm.
I'm already on my way, so what would it wouldn't hurt to bring something.
Right. Right. All right. So Obi-Wan said his wife fell in the toilet because he forgot to put the seat down. That is the flip side of it, Obi-Wan, right? Is that they might fall in the toilet. And that's what my sisters would always, that was their complaint, is that
Really?
sometimes, yeah, you come in, you half sleep, and you go to sit down, and you fall in the toilet. Right. So
I'm
uh,
not sorry. I think I'm really different from most women. I really don't like the toilet seat, to be honest.
bro, that it's the same way in China. It's
I,
in China because they don't really use I, I'll tell you a serious story. Um, I dated somebody in China, and she would stand on the toilet seat.
In provinces, in the provinces here.
She would like squat on the toilet seat because she wasn't used, because she was used to doing it in a hole, just doing it in a hole, and so a toilet seat just wasn't comfortable for her.
I don't know if I haven't shown you the toilet in Baguio. Like there's like thing like that, the public toilets in Baguio.
Right.
Before, I don't know if they renovated it, but before it was like that, where you need to squat.
Yeah.
In most provinces, they do that.
When I was in Russia, that was the first time. When I was in Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan and Russia, that's the first time I had never seen like the hole. Right, when I went to Russia, especially Kyrgyzstan, I had never seen the hole, and that was my first experience. Like, you gotta carry toilet paper.
Yeah,
you got to, right? Because I didn't know any better back then. But I ended up, and then I had to go back out and buy some toilet paper and go back in, and I didn't know how to do it. But when I was visiting the countryside in China, you literally had to learn how to arrange your feet so you don't, you don't mess on your own feet.
Yeah.
Or you have to learn how to position yourself.
Yeah. That's why I think that has something to do with, the Asian squat, because a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for y'all.
Yeah.
It's easy for y'all, but for me, it was a trick.
Yeah, and growing up, I see signs on the public toilet that says don't step, don't step on.
And that's why.
That's why, yeah, because a lot. I realized that in the provinces, why is it so muddy on the toilet seat? Because people
are
step
standing
on it.
Yeah, people are just standing on. People aren't comfortable with the toilet seat. And people had my girlfriend literally in China. She would literally stand on the toilet seat just because she wasn't used to having one. Right.
Yeah, I just learned how to bring alcohol and spray.
Right.
So Derek Greenwade said, had to tell my wife, don't touch my tools if you're not going to put them back where you got them.
Heard that before, haven't I?
Yeah.
heard that before, right? Don't if you can't put it back, don't touch it. Don't keep your hands off of it.
Yeah, it's not just you, it's also my dad who says the same thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. KB is in the house. What's up, Kevin?
Hey KB. Hey fam, I'm here, not as late as usual.
That's all right. We love having you in.
Hey Ty. Ty Woods is here. What's up, people? Good morning to you. 7 people in one house. Will I be able to use the Chevron station down the street for an emergency?
Right. Seriously.
Yeah. So you really need to have, or to have the skill to keep it together.
Yeah. You definitely do. You definitely do. Okay.
Okay. So Mr. said toilet seat argument is dumb. It's equal amount of repetitions to lift it up as to putting it down. That's literally equality. Demanding to put it back down is 2 repetitions for me and none for her.
Exactly. I never bought into it, and we kept arguing that until the time we all left home. But I never bought into it, and I didn't make a conscious effort to leave it up. But I'm just saying, I'm like, if I don't put it back down, that's y'all problem. If I got to put it up, you should have to put it down. It's just it's simple, but
I just think that it will take much more energy for you to tell that person instead of you just putting it down or putting it up.
No, I never bought into it. Yeah, it was what it was, right?
Okay, yeah. It's not an issue for me.
Exactly.
All right, so KB said, doing good, still haven't figured out the membership thing. I haven't seen the join button yet. So I think all you have to do is go to our channel homepage, and it's right beside the subscribe button, and then click the join button.
Yeah, exactly. And can't you join in a live stream? Can't you hit the isn't there a join button?
I'm not sure because I'm already a member. So
but there's a thing, right?
This is like super chat and super
membership gifting, right?
It's gifting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's because you're already a member.
I'm not sure if you're not a member. So if you can really join.
You might be able to join in the live stream, but if it says membership gifting, don't do that, because you'll give out a whole bunch of memberships randomly
without
without having any idea of who they're going to. YouTube does that. So okay. What's the next question? What's the next question? Right?
So we're now talking about the pros and cons. So we're talking about the benefits of living together. So
hold on. Sorry. So this is the second person. Mr. said he's also not a member, and he doesn't have that button on his side. So let's you guys in the chat, if you guys can help us to fix this. How do we get the people? Because that's like three or four people now in the last couple that said they want to be members, but they don't know how. So
Okay.
let's
So hold on.
talk about this. So people who want to get in
All right,
the
I'm
membership.
gonna use my other account. I'm gonna switch account first so that
Right.
because the other account is not a member of the live stream.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so hold on. So okay,
Yeah.
so please.
Yeah. So anyway, so and this is kind of bothering me because
BYL.
BYL, yeah, we promised to get him a membership because he won the contest.
Yes.
And we couldn't. We found out we couldn't get him a membership, and this is kind of where this all started.
Okay.
We found
So
out.
can I show them?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so if you're not a member, you'll see this is the home page of Rich Abroad. And then here you see the subscribe, and then beside the subscribe, there's a join button. So you just click that join button when you go to our home page.
To the home page.
Yes.
Right?
That's it. So as simple as that.
Just okay, there you go. Page. There you okay, good, there you go. There you go. So good explanation. That was real simple and easy, right? So go to the Rich Abroad homepage, click on that button where it says what
join.
It
just
says
join.
Join.
It's right beside the subscribe button.
Yeah, it says join and it's next to the subscribe, so we'll do that, all right? Okay, I think we solved that. All right. Right.
Okay.
All right. So Chuck Mason is in the house.
Hello, Chuck.
What's
Good
going
morning,
on, Chuck?
Rich
What's happening, bro?
I enjoy the informational topics you break down concerning foreigner and Filipino relationships. Currently in Pattaya, but will be in Manila in 3 days celebrating.
Chuck, holler at your boy. If you're coming to Manila in a few days, holler at your boy. In fact, there's a few people coming to Manila in the next few days. So next week should be a good week. We should probably have some pretty good interviews kicking for you guys, and I guarantee you some very good videos coming up that you guys are gonna love. Actually, really, and also a really quick thing, we experimented. That was the second L. Okay. That was the second L. I'm gonna say I experimented. I'm not gonna put this on Ching. I experimented with changing the time to where our videos pop off in the morning in the US. It just doesn't work. We get way better reaction when the videos pop off in the evening. So we are definitely doing that. For now on, the time is the time, and the time is going to be what is it? 7 p.m. Is that what it is?
7 p.m. or 8 p.m.
7 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Either of the two.
It's going to be okay. 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. in the evening, Eastern time. So we're not forget about doing it in the morning. It just we didn't get the same kind of feedback that we got as doing it in the evening. I'll take that L, and it is not going to change moving forward. So
okay.
All
right. So Slick Rick said, "I've stung many queen bees." What kind of queen bees did you say?
I don't know.
Okay, Mr. said, "I'm scared to date in China. I saw Crouching Tiger and Dragon, and I'm not trying to risk my arguments escalating to fights. Literally, everybody knows kung fu."
Now you know you're crazy with that, because actually, that is one of the biggest stereotypes.
Yeah,
almost nobody knows kung fu. Seriously,
Tai Chi for older people.
Yeah, the old people. Some of the old people, you go to the parks and they're doing Tai Chi in the park and all that
super
stuff.
slow movement.
Yeah. But almost nobody in China knows kung fu. But I will tell you this, and this is something a lot of people don't know. Chinese women can be very aggressive, and a lot. And hear this, people. A lot depends on where she comes from in China. Know that if she comes from Dongbei, if she comes from the northeast part of China, believe me, you guys are gonna think it's a stereotype, but there's a lot of fact behind this. If she comes from the northeast part of China, she's gonna have an extremely strong personality and be extremely aggressive. And it is what it is. It's known throughout China. It is what it is. All right. Anyway, back to the
ball game.
Back to the ball game. Right.
All right. So Chuck
Mason.
Mason. I said the last word he said, celebrating my birthday month until September. Would love to connect with you too and treat you to lunch or something.
Chuck, bring your ass. You treat us to lunch, I'll treat you to something. I got something for birthday people. If you come, let us know when you're coming, and I got something for birthday. I got something to share with birthday people for sure. Right? So Chuck, definitely holler at your boy. Hook us up. Let's get together. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Right? Anders is here. Hello, Anders. 55, no kids, never wanted
Never want.
any.
You know what? I understand, and that's like kind of like even a new phenomena now. It's a new
For
thing where
men.
a lot of young people in general now
Mm.
don't want kids. I don't know what's happening in the U.S. with our people, but in China, Japan, Korea, a
Mhm.
lot of people do not want kids because look, kids are expensive.
Yes.
Kids are super expensive, and then not just the expense, but the responsibility,
Mm.
right? So I think I understand. I always wanted kids. I always wanted 2 kids. I got 2 kids. So but I understand people who don't want them. I
Mm.
really, really do.
Mhm. Okay, so Mr. said, I'm one of those people, but I hopefully have sons in my mid 50s.
Right, right. I really get that because and when I think objectively, I really think that if I didn't have kids, I would want kids. Even now, I mean, even I ain't trying to put our business out there, but even you and I have talked about,
Mm,
what would happen if we had
mm,
had children,
children.
right? And I would welcome. It's not like I'm trying to,
Mm,
I'm not trying to have children, but if it happened, I would welcome that.
mm.
I would welcome it and just say, that's that's the way
That's
it's supposed to go down,
yeah.
right? But so I definitely understand people who haven't had kids yet.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
lot of responsibility, and we know that it's really expensive to have
It's
children.
super good. It's super.
Mm.
It is. It's probably one of the most expensive. It's not even an investment
Investment.
because you're not gonna get
And
nothing on your
I
ROI,
know,
right?
right?
But I mean, but look, they say that, but from 0 to 18, you're gonna spend $250,000 on a kid
Mm.
between 0 and 18, $1,000 as an American. That's a lot of money. Think of what else you could do with $250,000. You could do a whole bunch with that money. You can do a whole bunch besides having some kids. So I get it. I absolutely
Mm.
get it.
Okay, so Mr. said, I'm not trying to have a Chinese ex snatch my heart out of my body and stir fry in a wok.
I hear you, bro. Yeah. There's some good ones. There's some good ones, but you really got to be careful in China, bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said, I'm done having kids, so I can focus on me.
You and me both, though. You
Mm.
want right?
Mm. So the black box said, well, my dad is 86 years old, so I think I'll be around for my child's
Right.
graduation.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's usually a good sign if your
Mm.
parents have lived to a ripe age.
I don't see it.
No. There you go. That All right. I don't know if they see it. But when
I
I'm
don't
like,
think they
yeah,
see
I
it.
don't think they can see it, but every day of the time, right? All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
thank you, Slick Rick, for always
Yeah.
reminding us to hit the like button if you haven't already.
Definitely hit that like button.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and real quick, let's shout out Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray gifted 5 Richie Rod memberships.
Yes.
Mr. Ray, I have no idea who they
Okay,
went
I
to.
got you.
Okay.
Okay, so JGBK got a membership from Mr. Ray. Philip
PB got
Brewer,
one. PB got one.
yay!
Okay.
Philip Brewer got a membership. T Swin, Richard Marshall, Rayshard Smith. Yes, those are the
Richard.
Richard
Yeah.
Smith.
Right. That's the crazy thing about the gifts. Thank you,
Thank you,
thank
Mr.
you,
Ray.
Mr. Ray. We appreciate that. But the crazy thing about gifting the memberships, you have no
No
idea
idea.
who they're going to. You have no
Mm.
control. YouTube controls who they go out to. But we got some people in there who got some
Mm.
memberships. Much appreciated on that. All right.
Okay,
So
so
I'm getting better at this. I'm
yes,
figuring this
I
out,
know,
right? Okay.
Mr. Ray.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Ray said yes, the whole was in the Middle East as well.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna take our first phone call, and let's get this call. Who is it on the line? All right, Richie Rich and Ching's on the line. Who's calling in?
It's Raymond.
What's going on, Raymond?
Hey.
Hey, so this call is for Peach. For some reason, she won't. I just asked Peach what the cons are. So,
Oh,
according to her, is if you have kids, that you don't know how it's gonna work out if you're just living together.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no kids. There's no documentation. They didn't sign. You don't sign anything. So, in her view, because I tried to get her, but she said no. So in her view, that's a con in living together. What happens if you have a kid? You don't really know if it's going to work out. You know, that's the con in her view. If
No
you're
question.
gonna have a relationship, signing something, she said you should sign something because especially if we break up, then you got a kid in the middle. Who gets the kid? Where the kid's gonna go?
Right.
Right. Are you staying in the Philippines, or it's in her view that could be a con.
That's a good point. And if it was me, I would, if I had a kid, the first thing I would do, I would go to the embassy and I would register that kid as an American citizen. If I had a kid here, I'd make sure that kid gets registered as an American citizen, and so that at least my kid has the ability to go to America and has all the benefits of being American. Is one of the things I would actually do. But she has a good point. And the one thing you do is, of course, you sign the birth certificate in the U.S. I don't know if you do. Does the dude sign a birth certificate here? I mean, sign the, is it birth certificate?
Birth certificate.
Yeah. And you sign the birth certificate, and so your name is on there. And you know what that means in the U.S., but I don't know if it means. I don't know what it means here. I don't know how they enforce child support or whatever here. So
it's not enforced.
It's not really enforced, yeah. But I think that is a con. But look, vet carefully, right? That's why we keep saying it over and over again. Don't make babies. If you don't want someone to be, if you don't see her as the mother of your children, don't make a baby with her. Definitely don't make a baby with her, because now you got to deal with her for the rest of your damn life. Right? But great point. Great point, Peaches. All right.
Thank you.
Anything else on that, Raymond?
Yeah. No, yeah, one quick thing.
Go ahead.
She makes me put the whole, not just the toilet seat, but the lid on the toilet seat. She's always on me about that. About something, I don't know. I don't understand the thing behind it. She says it's releasing something in the air. I don't know. But she's always on me about putting the lid down. I'm like, and I keep forgetting to put the lid down because I'm not used to that. I put the toilet seat down. One more thing. There's no way I can squat. Well, I need a toilet seat. I can't squat.
Gotta have it. I gotta have it.
In the province where they went to with her girlfriends, she said, "Peace, like there's no seat. Where the she was showing me there's no seat on it when I forget what island was that. Masasa Beach. So in Masasa Beach, where they were staying at, there's literally no lid. She said they're just squatting over the toilet.
Right, Raymond.
I can't do that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you can. You can. And if you travel to some places, you will. Right. But it does take some getting used to. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Look. It's not gonna sound good.
Well, I have a disability on my left leg, so there ain't no way I can.
So you wouldn't be. You literally
would have to bring my own seat.
Right.
I would bring my own seat.
Got you.
Sorry.
No, got you. Right. So I get you now. But if you travel to certain countries, you just have to get used to the hole. You got to get used to the hole, and there's just not going to be a toilet seat for real. Like it's the way it is. Right, and they're used to it, but we're not.
You have to pack your own seat.
Yeah, something.
I don't even see how that works. What do you got to aim? You got to make sure you aim to hit the hole right.
Raymond.
That's like back in the ancient days where they used an outhouse. So
yes.
Dig a hole.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, Raymond. Thank you. Appreciate your call.
Thank you, Raymond.
All right, take care. Hey, look, I'm gonna be really real for a second, right? It took a while, and there was a couple times when I missed. There were some times when I missed because you have to learn to align your feet. There's these grooves, and you learn where, if my heel is right here, where's it gonna go? If my toes are right here, where's it gonna go? And it's trial and error. And I missed. But now keep in mind, your pants are down around your ankles, right? And if you miss, right, you understand, right? If you miss, everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna know. And I'm gonna be real. There was a couple times when I missed.
You have to do a follow up.
Yeah. When I missed, and I needed to get my clothes washed right away, right? For reals. But look, that's the value of traveling around and seeing the world, is understanding how other people live and how other people get down. To me, that's the awesomeness That's what's awesome. Yes, about learning different cultures. Yeah.
So Bruce M2 is here. I saw that type of toilet when I was in South America. Right. I did not know how to use it.
Yeah, you have to learn. You have to learn something different. And now Alistair said something. Look, Alistair, some Japan toilets are standing also. I understand. Alistair, let me tell you, bro. My first time in Japan, when I was in Kyoto and I was in Nagoya, I discovered I had never done the bidet. I had never done the bidet in the heated toilet seats, bro. I'm telling you, that toilet felt so good. You didn't even want to get off the toilet. You could post up with a book, your phone or whatever, and it was a warmed toilet. It automatically, the moment you sat down, the toilet started to warm. Yeah, man. It was, I mean, it was like heaven. I mean, even now, every time I go to Japan, even in the airport, you can kick it in the airport. You can just absolutely kick it in the airport and kick it in the bathroom, right? And just post up on the toilet, right?
Literally a layover.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Frank Ellis said, I'm 6'2". How in the world can I use a hole in the ground to take a dump?
Very carefully, bro. Very carefully. I'm telling you. Yeah, I missed. There was times when it took a while. It really did take a while, but you just kind of got to get used to it.
Okay, so Mr. said, I first experienced the hole in Chiang Mai, Thailand, but I aborted the mission when a woman walked in to clean the bathroom. They don't wait for you to get out before they come in.
Not at all. You can be standing at the urinal holding your Johnson. They don't wait, bro. They don't wait. They
Really?
just come in. Yeah, the women just come in. They don't think nothing of it. They come in. You can just be holding you. You're like, wait, hey, but she doesn't care. Doesn't care at all. Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Okay.
Okay. What's the next question? We'll take this comment. What's the next question then, right?
It's not a question. It's more of discussing the pros. Okay.
The pros and cons. But Tiger Ronnie said, can you guys give advice on places to visit while in the Philippines? What do you got? What you got, baby?
I think I would like to explore more on. I want to take you in northern part. The northern part is more of the hiking. It's in Sagada Mountain Province.
So the first thing I would ask is, what do you like to do? Right, okay. That's important because they may not like hiking like we do. But what do you like to do? Do you like the beach? Do you like hiking? Do you just like to chill at the hotel, restaurants? What do you like to do? Because that has a lot to do with the recommended.
And then after that, I'll answer your question.
Yeah. That's the question.
Thank you, baby.
All right.
All right. If you're watching it from your phone, you won't see the join button. Actually, I showed it using my phone, so I think you can just go to the home page.
Go to the Richie Rich home page.
Click our picture. Click our profile picture.
Show them again. Show them one more time because I know there's people who have had trouble with this.
Yes. All right. So I'll go back to my other account. Okay, give me one moment, please.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's people who have had trouble with this, and people have asked us. So I want to make sure that everybody. And Andrew said there should be a dollar symbol. If you're on the website, if you're using your laptop, I think there's a dollar symbol. Okay. But otherwise, if you're on your phone.
So, for example, you're on your phone and you just see Rich Abroad. You just click our picture. I clicked the wrong button. So, for example, you click the profile picture. And then there you go. Once you click on our profile picture, you'll see two buttons here.
Do it so they can see what
Okay, so one more time. So once you're just in the YouTube page, so just click the profile picture, and then it will direct you to our home page.
Okay.
And then once you're on the home page, you'll see the subscribe button and the join button. So just click that join button. That's it.
There you go. There you go. All right. Only on Chrome browser or iPhones. I understand. Okay, could be. But
this is Android.
Yeah, but she's got an Android phone too. On the PC, Fournier said, "Thank you, chat." Fournier said on the PC, the join button is next to the subscribe button, right?
I think it's the same on Android.
The same thing. Yeah, same. Right. So the join button is next to the subscribe button, right? All right.
Okay.
And didn't I think we learned this too, Anders? You're on point, bro. Thank you so much. You also have to enable accepting a membership if someone else is giving them out, right? You have to enable that. And I don't know how to do that. Actually.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that, man. There's a lot for us to. I think there's a lot for us to figure out on this too. But so sorry about this. We're gonna keep trying, keep working on this. Bruce Austin's in the house. What's
Hello,
going on, Bruce? Right? And Obi-Wan said I was trying to buy free memberships, but I can't find out how. Right?
By trying to buy free membership. If you are on the chat,
that we can help you with.
Yeah, that we can help you. If you're on the chat, like for example, this one, there's a $sign on the lower right hand corner of your phone. Just click it and then membership gifting. So for example, you click that and then on the bottom part, you'll see membership gifting.
Right. But understand, you cannot gift it to a specific person.
Yeah.
YouTube is going to just take the membership and send it to whoever they want to send it to, right? That's the crappy part about it.
Yes, right. I know, right?
So, and Nap said, if the member thing is from clicking on the join button, I have that showing on my laptop screen. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
So, yeah, just click on that and you're in business, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you again.
So, Mr. Ray, is this the same one?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the 5-1 he gifted out before. Thank you again for that.
And then Big Boss is here.
Big Boss is in the house.
Yes. Okay. So.
All right.
All right. So. I didn't even know I was a member because someone gifted it to you.
And I remember when it was gifted to you, Buttermilk Biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone gifted it to you. When you gift a membership, you don't get to choose who it goes to. YouTube chooses it. Yeah. And it kind of sucks.
Randomly chooses a member. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So.
All right. So let's. All right. So, Big Boss did a shout out to all the boys, Obi-Wan, Slick Rick, etc. Right. Okay. And Mr. Ray said, see, we wouldn't have known this. It's different on an iPhone, right? There's no way we would have known this because
I don't know
we both have Android phones, right?
Okay, so Mr. said, I saw Jet Li's movie Tai Chi Master 2. Them old folks will whoop that ass.
Yeah, exactly. Jet Li is bad, though.
I know.
Super bad. Laquay, what's going on, dude?
Hello, Laquay. Thank you for joining us. And, okay. So, Frank Ellis said, aggressive
even in bed. Yeah, they're not what you think. That's all I can say. That's the best thing I would say, right?
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
So the Black Box said, and we are having dangerous levels of depopulation because of no one wanting to make babies and families.
Is it a dangerous level though? Because I don't know that it's a bad thing. I know they're going through that in Russia. They're going through that in Japan. They're going through it in Ukraine. They're going through it in Korea, China. Is it a bad thing? I mean, people might argue that the earth is overpopulated right now. So I don't know that it's a bad thing, but it is. I mean, but it is one of those things to where if it's your country, you're going to have to come up with some solutions like Japan right now. You're going to have to come up with some solutions as to what to do and how to keep your country populated, because in 50 years, Japan almost won't exist.
I know, right?
Won't even exist, just because there'll be the young people aren't making babies. So it'll get to a point where it's all old people and there's no young people for labor.
Yeah, and also maybe they would consider, having the visa so that everybody will.
Yeah, but they don't want that in Japan. They really don't want that, and they just voted about that. That they don't want a whole bunch of immigrants coming in Japan. They want to keep it Japanese. So the government is going to have to figure out a way to incentivize young Japanese people to have babies. Yeah, right.
Mr. said Donald Glover said kids are like AIDS. They're super expensive to take care of. Once you have them forever, and you can only date other people that have them.
Yeah. It's kids are tough. Kids are tough. I don't know what life would be like without my kids. I really don't. So it's just kind of like that's what it's always been, because I mean Zach was born when I was like 21 years old. So I don't know what life would be like otherwise.
Me either. Yeah. I think for me as a woman, that's like my purpose of being a woman, is to bear children.
I wouldn't say that's my purpose in being a man. I think my purpose in being, we've talked about this before. But I don't know anything else, and I certainly can't imagine life without the kids. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Okay. Obi-Wan said, I'd be afraid to send my kids to kindergarten these days in America.
Obi-Wan, I saw a video of some kids, of some 10-year-old kids. You guys watch Lead Attorney, definitely check it out. Some 10-year-old and 8-year-old kids going into Walgreens, stealing a whole bunch of stuff and cussing the people in Walgreens out because they were trying to stop them from stealing. They closed the doors. 10-year-old kids cussing them out, cussing the people, the workers at Walgreens out because they were trying to stop them from stealing. You could see exactly how they were raised. You could see what kind of mama they have, and you could absolutely see that there was no father in their life. So I absolutely agree with you. I would be terrified of the influence the other kids would have on my kid, right?
And that's where, you know, your role as a parent should come in. So Mr. A said, I was trying to get Mr. One, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. You have no control over where they go. You have no control at all. KB said,
I have no children, but my boo has a basketball team. Plus, I love them like mine. And the grands get hugs, sugar, and send them back to mama.
Right. That's cool, KB. You know, one thing I learned, I really didn't know that there was a substantial amount of men that don't have kids, but there's a lot of men who, and I kind of congratulate them because I get it. How much money did they save? How much time, resources, energy did they save by not having kids? And they made the commitment to say, look, I'm not having kids unless I'm with a woman that I can see being the mother of my children. I commend that. I absolutely commend that. And on that note, I would actually give a shout out to my kid's mom because even though things didn't work out between us, she's an excellent mother, and we've never really had funks. She always made sure that the relationship with the kids was right, and shout out to her. Definitely shout out. And I know I'm lucky in that too, right?
Anders said, Mr. Right after Mr. Ray gave away memberships, make sure there is not a link to enable receiving membership or some such.
Okay. All right. Good
point.
We're learning this all the time about the memberships, right? Big Boss. Appreciate the super sticker, definitely.
Okay, so
no problem. Okay. All right. Big Boss said no problem. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Big Boss.
And then Black Box said.
Okay, the Black Box said you have to squat like a sumo wrestler. Great for your legs and core strength, for sure.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, you have to learn how to do the Asian squat, but we can't do the Asian squat. So you end up on your toes. You end up on your tiptoes, whereas you guys can like put your whole foot down, right? You guys can put your whole foot down, but we're like, I'm on my toes like this, and I'm telling you, and when you got your pants around your ankles, look, I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. Take one leg out of your pants. Take one leg and put it to the side. Put your pants, swing your pants around to the side, because it's tricky. It is very tricky. Don't try this at home. Yeah, don't try this at home.
Well, it's not just Americans or other people who are not Asian who can't do the Asian squat. I have students who cannot do the Asian squat.
Real?
Yes, that's why we do positions in yoga, and then I teach them. You know, the first thing that I'm going to teach everybody is how to do the Asian squat, because we're Asians.
But can you teach that though?
Yes, I can.
You can teach me how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try it one of these days. Right?
Okay, so you just have to simply put your feet flat on the floor. So Mr. said you only gotta squat if you gotta drop a duke. Just gotta hold it till you get home. Then just squat every day.
Yeah. I mean, that's if you gotta drop a deuce, then you gotta squat, right? You gotta squat. But otherwise, you could pee in the hole.
Imagine you are sitting on a chair. Just without it, just like that. Just imagine you're sitting on a square, but without the chair, but without the chair.
Right. Pro tip. Okay. All
right. So the Black Box said, "I've never missed. Was too scared to miss."
I wish I could say that. I really wish I could say that. But look, I'm being real. I missed. It wasn't pretty. Like, hey, I need laundry done right now. I need the laundry done right now, please. No, not yesterday, or I need a change of clothes.
I know. Wow, we have a lot of conversation about the toilet seat, the simple toilet seat. Nap said, I can't help but visualizing me squatting over a toilet that wobbles and falling off at my old age.
Right. All right, we'll take this quick phone call. All right, Richie Rich and Ching on the line. Who's calling?
You just read my comments. I'm back again.
We know who it is. We just say it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna give you my squatty potty story.
Okay.
The first place I ever went to was Comigan Island. I know you know where it is, right? It's right outside of Cebu, below Cebu, but above City. Right. I went to go visit somebody, and I went there from Newark, New Jersey, to there. It took how many hours? About 27, right? Around that time, it took me about 27 hours to get there, right? I had one traumatic experience in the regular bathroom in the mall where there was no toilet paper because they don't have toilet paper.
Right.
And remember this, guys, there's no toilet paper in the mall when you go to the bathroom.
You gotta know it. You gotta know it. Bring it with you.
And then when I went to the bathroom, there was ladyboys in there. I ran out thinking I was in the girls' bathroom, but it wasn't really. It really got. That's mother. Right. So when I got to her island, I had to go again, and then I seen the hole of death. I said, "This is what I gotta use," and they laughed at me like, "Yeah, that's what you got to use." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So I did my first squat, but I took everything off because I knew if I missed, it's gonna land up in my undies.
Yeah.
So I took everything off and just did my sumo. And I held on. Luckily for me, her basin was near wall. So one hand went to the wall and I kind of bridged myself and spread and did the sumo and I did my business. And man, it was hard coming up from that position. But you do eliminate everything.
Yeah, you get it. You get it all out. You get it all out
that way.
Right. Yeah.
That's why the inventor of squatty potty came up with that idea. It must have been the food.
Right. And good call on the wall too, because that was a tip for me too. Is like learn to lean up against the wall with one hand for balance.
Your hand is a brace.
Yeah. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah, man. All right, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the call in. Take care.
Call.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Right. Yeah, but I mean that's a good call. I mean, because I remember if you got a wall to brace up against, then it'll really help you a lot, right? Okay.
So the big KB said, they're not gonna know. They are gonna know.
They're gonna know, right? Exactly.
Okay, so the big boss said, "The hell with the hole. I get down that low. You're gonna need a crane to get me back up." I went and got the highest throne that I could find.
Right. I don't have the problem getting down or getting up. It was just aiming. It was just the aim. Getting it figured out where my booty was and where the hole was, right? And then because if you're squatting, your booty is not far from your trousers, right? And that was the trick. Because if you miss, then
you miss.
Yeah, laundry. Yeah, laundry, please. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So Mr. said some Japanese toilets have the handlebars so you can ride it like a motorcycle to help you squat more easily.
Yeah, those Japanese toilets are the bomb, man. Those toilets are absolutely the bomb.
So Anders said, I'd take the outhouse in the barn, drop the same place as the cows over a hole.
Right. When I was in Kyrgyzstan, when I was in Bishkek, there are certain places that we went, and you literally we stayed, and there was an outhouse. They didn't have the toilet inside. The toilet was out in the backyard, and it was arranged nice. I mean, it wasn't like a bathroom, but it was okay though. It was okay, and it worked out. But again, it's that experience thing where you're learning how other people live, and that's I kind of dig that. It's not comfortable, but you understand how other people live, and you start to appreciate what you got.
Yeah. I think in the provinces, they still have their bathrooms outside of their houses. So Obi-Wan said, in the Middle East, I would try to dump on a steep decline so it would just roll away.
Yeah.
Still difficult though.
Hey, remember, if you guys are in the Army or the Marine Corps, remember out in the field, you find a fallen tree or a log and sit on the tree and then let it go off the backside of the tree. the fallen tree. But anyway, okay.
So DG said bidet is the cleanest I've ever been after a dump.
DG, me too. But I mean, it's a new thing. How? Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. All right. Next, I agree with you though. Next comment, right?
Mr. Mister said, visit Palawan, visit the arcade, visit Burnham Park, and visit them cheeks just before bedtime.
Before bedtime, right? All right. So we didn't get to know what he likes to do, and that was important, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
tiger.
but let's just assume that he likes outdoors.
If he likes outdoors, I would recommend, like for example, you want the beach, then definitely Palawan is the
or El Nido.
El Nido, Coron. If you want snorkeling,
Coron,
Palawan. I think that's one island in the Philippines that I want to go back to. Coron, El Nido, Puerto Princesa. That's all in Palawan.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and then another thing. Siargao is very famous now, especially for surfing, and a lot of foreigners go there. A lot of foreigners, and Siargao.
A lot of foreigners go there, and guess who else goes there because they know a lot of foreigners.
A lot of Filipinos.
You get a lot of Be careful when you go there because they're there in abundance, and they are working. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think there's a famous bridge. I watched it on YouTube. There's a famous bridge where the foreigners and the Filipina hang out. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but when it comes to hiking, I think you can go to Rizal. Rizal for hiking. Yes, and also you can go Benguet up north, where it's cooler. So you can go Sagada Mountain Province, and then you can go caving or spelunking.
Hey, when you go hiking though, if it says that it's hard,
believe it.
Believe it. Yeah, believe it. That's experience because we hike all the time, and the easy ones are too easy. The moderate ones are still easy, but if it says hard, stay off it. Stay off of it.
Believe it's hard.
Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah. We can tell you some stories, but yeah. Right.
Okay.
Any other place you recommend?
I think yeah, that's it for now. But for surfing, you can go Baler. Baler Aurora. That's in north also.
On the northeast part of the
Baler Aurora. Right? And then also surfing, Siargao, and a lot of places to visit. In Pangasinan, they have this famous 100 Islands where you can go island hopping.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So, yes, you have to enable it. Also, one more to add. In Camarines Sur, in Bicol, I've been to Caramoan and Calaguas. So that's in Bicol. There's 2 beautiful beaches out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so Raymond.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to read Raymond's comment. Yes, you have to enable it. If someone gives you a membership, you should see a pop-up asking if you want to accept membership.
Okay. All right. So make sure you enable it to so you can accept the membership when someone sends it to you.
Yes.
Very important.
Okay,
very important,
thank you.
okay?
Thank you for that information. Yeah. All right. So Obi-Wan said, I should be there in a few months.
Come on, Obi-Wan. Come on, bring your ass. That's my auntie used to say that all the time. Bring your ass.
Okay. Anders said, I received memberships for channels I was not even watching at that time. If everyone that is online at the time, gift memberships are given, will spill out to other people.
That's interesting to know, right? Because there were some people who were like, who is this?
Who is this?
Yeah, like, who is this? Like, people got memberships to our channel that honestly, I'd never heard of or I'd never seen it. I didn't remember seeing. And I was like, okay, I mean, it's cool, but, I want
people who watch
we
our
want
channel.
Everybody to be, but yeah, people who really watch our channels, right?
Yeah. So, Mr. Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. My plane tickets are purchased, and I will be in Makati October 6th. I will be celebrating my birthday in the province of La Union. La Union is also a good place for surfing now.
Where's La Union?
La Union, it's also somewhere north, near Baguio. La Union first, and then Baguio.
Ah, okay. So we passed it on the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Ray, holla at your boy when you get here, though. Let's do it again.
And then a lot of it's like Siargao now, the La Union, where a lot of foreigners come also, and then a lot of Filipinos are there.
You know, we start the live stream with a topic, and we never end up talking about the topic we was talking about,
every
right?
time, every
Single
single
time,
time.
right? All right, we'll get through it. We'll try to get back onto the topic,
Okay.
right?
So the black box said, no, the earth isn't overpopulated. People naturally live near bodies of water. Once you branch out, future inward, there is less and less of people.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think that having less people on the earth isn't necessarily a bad thing as we're fighting for resources, as natural resources start to dwindle. I don't necessarily think that it would be a bad thing. Stink Shack figured it out and became a member. What's
Thank
up,
you
Stink
so
Shack?
much, Stink Shack.
And Stink Shack's supposed to be here next week, right?
I know, right?
I think next week we're going to get together and do some stuff.
Yeah. So Anders said, I just need the Philippines to finalize their digital nomad visa. But so far, looks like U.S. citizens will not be eligible.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I got a thing that for some other countries that are doing digital nomad visas, I guess it's becoming a thing. So hopefully the Philippines will adjust their criteria or adjust their standards, and we can do it too. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go.
So Obi-Wan said, I think if Americans behave better, a better visa will pop up.
Obi-Wan, maybe, but I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue.
The vitality issue.
Yeah, but you think so? Because I think the government still wants the money. They still want the money. So they're not going to completely nix out Americans because they want the money that comes from America.
Yeah,
we spend a lot of money here. Yes,
renewal of your visa and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know that I think that's correct, or I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know. I think they just haven't figured out. I think they just still have some other stuff they got to figure out.
And they said, I just need 2 years away from the U.S. before I retire.
I hear you, Anders. I definitely hear you. Two or more. Two or more. For me,
so Frank Ellis said, one answer for population shortage is test tube babies.
Test tube babies. Yeah, I mean, it's an answer, but then that causes a whole bunch of other, it opens up a whole new can of worms, but it is an answer. Right?
Probably. Chris-O-Matic, hello,
that is definitely a new name.
Yes, welcome to Richard Abroad. Continue to do good. Props. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. All right.
Okay. So Slick Rick said, Richie, I just sent a screenshot that Philip Brewer posted on the live chat that one day we're all gifting memberships. He talks about how you can personally gift a membership. Really?
Really? Okay. So maybe that is okay. So we got to figure that out because that would be cool. That would be cool because I'm on a mission, you guys. I'm on a mission to get BYL a membership. Yeah, that's my big mission is how to get him a membership. Slick Rick right there. All right. Okay. You go ahead.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and can I continue reading the chat? All right. So opo pala. Okay. So all right. So Mr. said, Mr. Ray, my ex is from La Union.
Okay. Real quick. So PB said there's a membership gift sticker. You can use this to give to whoever you choose. PB, where is the membership gift sticker? That's the question. We're gonna really figure this out. There's a membership gift sticker, right? One membership.
This is gifting.
Yeah, that's gifting, right? There's a membership gift sticker. So I guess we just got to figure out where is that membership gift sticker.
Okay.
And I guess that's
we have to
the $1 million question right now. Yeah.
We'll all right. So.
Okay. We'll
where
keep
did
going.
I go? Okay, po. So we have
Anders.
I just need 2 years away from the U.S. That's what he said.
I made sure my ex knew that on the first date that I would never have kids. I was 31 at the time, right? And I think, Anders, I think that's the way to do it. You have to have a sit down, have a conversation, know what she wants, know what she's looking for, and then if you guys are well for and move forward, then you do it that way. But it does require talk because that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, right?
All right. So Obi-Wan said, get rid our friend of the court. The population would instantly rebound.
Okay.
Okay. So Chuck Mason said, my international calling plan allows me to call within country to country and country to America. What's a good number where I can reach you? This is the number is a
Chuck,
US
you
number.
can reach me at this number. You
Mhm.
here, and I'll post it right here. There you go. You can reach me at this number. And on WhatsApp, you can reach me at that number. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can reach me at that number. If you have WhatsApp on your phone, go ahead and call it. This is the call-in number, but you can also reach me at this number on WhatsApp. Outside of WhatsApp, you won't be able to reach me at this number.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much also Slick Rick for posting the number for Chuck.
Mhm.
And then we have ready?
I'm trying to get to where we were. I think I passed it.
Yeah, you passed it. Kenneth Corum.
Okay. Just keep going.
Okay. Kenneth Corum is the new member for Travel with Richard Rich. Thank you so much, Kenneth Corum, for being a member of yes. Okay, Rich Rich Abroad.
Hey, thanks, Kenneth. Thanks for joining. Appreciate having you. And obviously, I'm taking an L on this one, but obviously there's a couple of things to work out. This was supposed to be a members only. I still think it would be much bigger. This would have been much bigger if it wasn't for on the promo it says members only. So I think a lot of people that weren't members didn't even bother trying to jump in because they thought they wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, it's only for
right. So but we want to make sure that we give the members value for their money and value for what they're getting.
Yes.
And we'll keep working on that. This was supposed to be one of those things, but that's all right. We'll rebound and we'll make sure we do something else that gives you the value that you deserve.
Yeah, Mr. said, Mr. Ray, she never took me to La Union officially, but she took me to the strawberry farm in La Trinidad, Benguet. So it's in Baguio. It was cool. It was a nice little day trip. People were very friendly. Strawberries were great. Yeah.
Didn't you tell me that they're famous for strawberries?
Yeah, strawberry picking in La Trinidad, Benguet.
Right. Okay.
So Anders Peterson said, so carry surgical gloves as well, eh?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. So Mr. Ray said, Mr. I'm not too keen on visiting out there. Want to stay near convenient things, but I'm trying to step out again.
All right, we'll take this real quick call. All right, and right there. And Richie Rich and Ching on the line. Who's calling in?
What's up, Richie? It's a Stink Shag, Stan.
What's up, Stink Shag?
Hey. Man, I'm up here in Passaic. I've been trying to get a hold of you guys because having a problem getting through to you in the email. So I wanted to make sure before I head back after next week, before I hook up with you guys, maybe we can do something together.
We'll definitely do something together. But hold on, why are you having trouble getting through on email? That should be easy. I don't see any emails.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I don't see any emails. I'm checking right now. Are you sure you're using the correct email number or email address?
I believe so. It's your YouTube email, right? With the
Richie.rich. I think it's richie.rich.travels2 and then at gmail.com.
Oh, that's why. The one I'm seeing says Richard Abroad, something US SOL at the end of it.
That's the YouTube URL.
Yeah, that's just the YouTube URL.
Here.
So go to.
I haven't seen it. Go ahead.
Yeah, go to you can look in the description of this live stream or any live stream, and you'll see the email address.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that again. See if I can make sure I can find it because I'm trying to get over you for a week.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely hit me right now, and I'll answer you while we're still live, and I'll know that we got your email. Okay. So richie.rich.travels2@gmail.com.
Yeah. So on any video, you can also find their email.
Any video. Okay. Thanks, man. I'm glad you let us know because we're looking for it. We were looking for you to
Yeah, I'm looking for you guys too. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
We're looking for each other.
Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen.
All right.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
All
right. Okay. All right,
there you go. So we have.
That would have sucked if we missed Stink Shag.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have. All right, so we are now. Hold on.
Right. Okay, so veteran lifestyles in the house, right? Mr. said, Mr. Ray, understandable. I'm a city guy. I don't care to go to the middle of nowhere in most cases. I want to stay in the city with the convenience. You know what? I usually do too, but I'm gonna be real.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm gonna be real. I like doing something different. I like going to a place that challenges me, where where I know the life is different than what I'm used to. I kind of like that. I really do. So, but I definitely understand. I understand where you're coming from, right? All right. Obi-Wan said a mini pack of baby wipes in case of emergency. Obi-Wan, I don't leave home without it, bro. I'm telling you, I everywhere I go, I have baby wipes in my mini backpack, my mini pack. I got something that's gonna hook me up in case, in case of emergency.
And just a trick, especially when you have children, because my boys always want to go to the bathroom every time we go out. Right. I always carry a bottle of water with me. So whenever there's no water or there's no bidet, I can easily get water from the faucet and then use that to clean themselves. So there. Right. Bottle of water. So whenever you go drinking, keep that bottle of water,
Right. Definitely makes a difference, right? All right. And real quick, Cliff, I just got your email and I appreciate the feedback and it is duly noted. Okay. All right.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, we got that taken care of, right? All right. All right.
So where are we?
So Obi-Wan said, I like my comfort, right?
I like my comforts, but some of the best places are in simpler areas. So you have to get in where you fit in sometimes. Yeah. Absolutely. I think, you just have to be inconvenient for a couple of hours. Like, for example, taking or going to the bathroom or doing your business. But you get to appreciate the beauty of where you're going.
Right. All right, let's swing back into the original topic. Yeah, let's swing back into the original topic.
Yeah, I know.
Of living together, pros and cons. If you got cons to living with your partner, especially out in the Philippines, because I think it's a little different in the Philippines. If you got pros and cons to living with your partner in the Philippines, let us know what you think they are. One of the cons, I think, is one of the cons, I think, is just when if things go south, it is going to be difficult to remove her from your home. Especially because there's a lot of guys that say, okay, she can move in, she's gonna take care of the house, she don't have to work, right? But now if things go south and she doesn't have a job, what is she gonna do?
Yeah.
Where's she going? Where's she gonna live, right? You're going to have to it not have to, but it would be a good idea to give her money to remove her so she's not destitute, so she's not out on the street. It'll be a good idea to give her money so she can start all over again. And it kind of sucks, but that's kind of it's easier to do that than have a lot of bad things happen to you as a result. So that's one of the cons. I don't know. I just think you have to be really careful moving a Filipina into your place until you have vetted her really, really carefully. You are sure of who she is and what she's about. I just think it's really, really important to slow down on that.
Yeah, especially when she has children, because it will be a challenging time for both of you, especially when the children are misbehaving. How do you handle those?
How do you handle that? Right, discipline. Right. I mean, you see a lot of Filipino kids running around, little rambunctious kids, and yeah, how do you handle that? How are you guys going to be on the discipline? Are you able to say anything to the kids? There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to unpack, and a lot of times she's going to have kids. She's going to have kids, so I just think people should really slow down on moving somebody. It's not the same as the U.S. where if things don't work out, she just moves out and she goes back to doing her thing, and you just split up. She probably ain't gonna have a job. This woman probably ain't gonna have a job
because she's going to be financially dependent on you, especially when you ask her to quit her work or to quit her job.
Right.
Okay. So also, I think we mentioned this earlier. Dealing with the habits, like for example, the cleaning habits and the organization. So if I think that this should be done, so you need to figure out which area do you need to have your stuff together. Like for example, the kitchen is my area. At least everything I organize this part. the bedroom, your stuff, you organize your stuff. But I think it's very important, speaking of space also, it's very important that at least a man, like for example, you're working, you work from home, you need to have your man cave. That's what I think.
I need my space.
Like for
Go ahead. Sorry.
Next, so I think
what's a pro? Give us a pro or a con in your opinion.
Alternate three.
Yeah.
All right. So
either one. Give us a pro or a con in your opinion.
I think a lot of times this is what I'm looking forward to, like emotional support when you live together. And for example, I came from work and it's really stressful at work. I mean, when you come home, you want someone to like be there for you, be your comfort when you come home. So that's one of the things that I look forward to when I come home, because you always want to come home with someone there welcoming you.
Right. Yeah. It feels good. It feels good to have somebody there, as long as as long as the person there is, like you said, welcoming. It doesn't have a bad attitude and is not going to take your peace away and all that stuff. But that does feel good. I agree. Right.
So also, one of the pros of living together, we mentioned this earlier, is to understanding the quirks and the habits of that person. Like just like what we mentioned earlier, just a simple toilet seat. Are you willing to? Are you going to make a fuss out of it? Are you okay with that? Or will it bother you to keep reminding that person to put the toilet seat up and down?
And so forget reminding them. Just put the toilet seat.
Yeah.
I mean, do it yourself.
Yes. So I think if you don't have to really make a big deal out of things a lot of times. So you just need to understand that he works like this. So I need to understand that. And same goes with the man. Oh, she works, she do things like this. So I need to understand that also.
Right.
So if there are things that really bothers you, that's when you need to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's communication is going to be really, really key, and that's another thing. You really have to know how does she handle conflict. Is she going to try to tampo you now? Because now, if she tampo you, you guys are in the same space. And I'm gonna be really real. If I'm paying rent or if I'm paying the mortgage, I'll be damned if I'm leaving my house. That's all I'm saying. So if you're gonna tampo me, and one of us got to go, it's not gonna be me. It is not gonna be me. Love you, sweetie, but thank you for not doing the tampo thing. I really appreciate it. Right, but that's how I feel about it. I'm paying all the bills and all this stuff, and I gotta leave because you got a bad attitude. Miss me with all that, right? So I'm just saying but you really have to consider that, right?
Yes.
How's she gonna handle conflict when things are not going so well, right? Okay.
I think another pro is the teamwork. Living alone most of the time, especially when your kids are younger, you do all of the chores.
Right.
Like when you have someone, of course the kids can help you with the chores now, but having someone divide the chores with you, I think it makes the burden light.
But in the Philippines though, is anybody's place that big? I mean, is anybody's place that big where it's so tough to do the chores, right?
Not
Nobody's
really.
place is really, so monstrous or so huge that it's going to take them a long time to do the chores. I mean, how long would it take me to do the chores here? I mean, not even an hour. I mean, an hour at tops to do all the chores, right?
Just like focusing on chores.
I mean, just I don't even think
you just have to manage your time properly.
But your point is well taken, though. At least you could divide the chores up and it'll be done, and then you got the rest of the day to do whatever you want.
Yeah, and also speaking of emotional support, like for example, I'm a woman, and a lot of times I care about the people around me, or I make sure that everyone or the people I love is taken care of. But having a partner move in, having her in that same house, would have someone to ask, what do you need, or what someone asking you what you need for support. I think that's very important, because a lot of times the woman is responsible for everybody, but no one's asking her.
Got it.
So Mr. Ray said, Obi-Wan, it's almost like, where do you go if she or you tell each other it's time to go?
Yeah. I mean, if you're living in a decent sized condo, there ain't a whole bunch of places to go to get away from each other, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a big deal. It is really a big deal. So
And also
you got to
that's
know.
one
Yeah.
thing that, like, sorry honey, uh go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I think that's one thing that you need to talk about. So when we're mad, when we're fighting, I need you to step out when I say, like, for example,
What you mean
some no
step
no
out?
no 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 not you. Like, for example, you're talking to me.
Mhm.
So this is what I need you to do when we're fighting, because this is how I, compose myself. So I need you to step out. I don't need you in here. I need my space. So when we're fighting. So I think that's something that maybe she doesn't understand at that time. So maybe she has a different way of coping. So that is something that you need to talk about.
Right, because you know me. We've had, you know, and I'll say, I think it might be time for you to step out. It might be time for you to go home or do something else. But yeah,
Okay, Alistair,
sorry, go
sorry.
ahead.
Alistair said, if a Pinay moves, will she attempt to contribute to running
Mm.
house? Cheng, what do you
He's asking you
moves
if
in
she
the
moves in.
house?
Yeah.
Will she attempt to contribute to running house? I would expect so. I think she should, because she is eating, she's
Right.
consuming electricity, and I think it's fair that she contributes in running the house.
Right. Are we just talking about
Financial,
cooking stuff, or are we talking about financial as well?
financial as well.
Okay.
But what if she doesn't have a
That
job?
was my next question.
If
That's why I
she,
keep saying
mm,
don't mess with somebody who doesn't have a job.
uh,
Because how's she gonna do that if she doesn't have a job?
but if she doesn't have a job, then she is expected, because I
Better do.
cannot contribute financially.
Mhm.
Then I would have to do all the labor.
Everything should be taken care of. Everything should be pristine and immaculate.
Yeah.
Everything should be.
So
Yeah.
there is no reason why there should be no food on the table, because I'm working and you're there, you don't have a job, all you have to do is take care of your man. So what are you doing if there's no food on the table, unless he doesn't give you money to put food on the table?
Yeah, that's a different thing. But yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Right?
So Obi-Wan said, I always have my own place, and now I see it just better to cash them out so they go with less drama.
Absolutely. I'm telling you. If or when things go south, a little bit of money. I'm sorry things didn't work out, but I think it's time for you to go. And there's probably going to be some waterworks, but it is what it is. And but here's some money. I just want to make sure you have some place to stay, some place to go. Here's some money, uh, and time.
It's
Our
time
time
to
is up.
go.
Yeah, our time
Yeah.
is up. Yeah.
Especially when the Filipina is older, because it will be tough for her to go back to the working force, because a lot of times it will be harder for an older Filipina to get a job.
Right. And again, this is why I keep saying to a lot of cats, if you have the money to where you can let her quit her job, and but look, if things go south, what is she? You need to understand, things can go really bad for you. If she's an older Filipino, she's not going to be able to get a new job. She's not going to be able. It's If you move her out, then things could get very bad, because you're going to put her in a very bad position. So you really need to think twice about moving her in the first place, right?
Yes.
Right. And Obi-Wan said, just to save face. Yeah,
yes.
just to let her save face, right? Okay.
I mean, just give her something so she can start over. Something like that. Okay, so Alistair said, in the West, we have the concept of coming for the weekend only, Friday to Sunday. Is this acceptable in the Philippines?
I'm cool with that. Actually, that's what this one does sometimes, right? That's what she does sometimes. Just comes on the weekends. I have no problem with that. It works for me. But I think we wouldn't do bad for the most part. I think we wouldn't do bad together. But I just think still I need space. That's all, right? Yeah. But Alistair, I think that's a good idea. It's a good start. I mean, if you want to see how things will work out long term or full time, that's a good way to start it.
Okay, so Frank Ellis said, all military guys, if they want to stay in the Philippines, should get the military as SRRV visa. It's cheap and very easy to get.
Okay.
So that's one thing to consider.
Yeah, definitely one thing to consider for sure, right?
All right. So, Obi-Wan said, Alistair, yes, but you should be honest about it.
Right. Be honest. Let them. I think a lot of it is about conversation. Just look. This is what I'm expecting. What's your expectation? Right. And so that there's no misunderstandings or nothing, because misunderstandings are very common, and they can lead to some big problems. Right.
Okay. So Anders said, not so cheap for those that are not ex-military.
Right.
Yes.
So if you're a civilian, if you're a civilian, then it may not be quite as cheap. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so
it went up to 15K now. Yeah, it is. Black Box said it's up to 15K if you're retired with a pension. Yeah.
Is that a one-time payment, hon? The 15K?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Obi-Wan said, I'm planning to get the SRRV as well.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are looking to get the SRRV. I don't think it's a bad deal. If you're planning on staying here for a long term, or to retire here and stay here, I think it's a good deal, as a matter of fact, actually.
Okay, so Chuck Mason said, cool, well, I'll be staying in the Belmont Admiral Savoy in between destinations. We'll contact you soon. Thanks.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, Chuck, for sure.
Okay. Right? All right. So Anders said, which is why I want to do 2 years a digital nomad first to see if I want to live there long term.
Right. And that makes a lot of sense, Anders. It makes a ton
you need
of sense,
to test the waters, just like what we're talking about. You need to test drive,
Why not?
Yeah. So Frank Ellis said, the Black Box podcast show, it's very, that's the route I'm taking.
Exactly.
So KB said, we agreed that we didn't want more children. However, if it happened, we would be okay with the blessing. But she has just spent the last 8 weeks with the grandchildren and says, nope.
Hell no, right? Say hell no. And KB, that's kind of how we would looked at it. Is like, look, she got her kids, I got my kids, and we're cool on having more kids. I mean, I think we would have some beautiful babies, some just beautiful babies. But
we should do an AI of her.
It would be kind of cool, huh? But to have some screaming, hollering babies, it would have to be a nanny. Nanny would have to be in a picture. Fine ass nanny.
I would not get that.
I'm just playing. But a nanny would have to be in the picture for sure. But I don't see it. It sounds good in theory, right? In theory, it sounds great, but
I think I'm done having.
I'm super cool.
Yeah, I just want the idea, but in theory.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Black Box said he's got his DD 214 forms already. I know that's beyond you. It doesn't matter. Only military people care about that. Okay. All right. If you guys want to call in, don't forget, we got about 20 more minutes, a little bit more than 20 more minutes left in this live stream.
Yep.
Call in 415-490-8030. Go ahead and give us a call. Add to the show. Let us know what you think. Thank you guys so much for, again, helping us out with the members only thing.
Yes.
We're learning slowly but surely. We're figuring it out. You guys are helping us figure it out, and that makes a big difference, and our audience keeps getting bigger and better.
Okay, so Mr. Ray has a question here. So do you guys think moving in too quickly hurts the relationship?
I do.
Yeah. I think it has pros and cons also. So, but I think it hurts more than it benefits.
Yeah.
Because number one, the pro is that you get to learn her quickly, like,
and vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. So you get to understand her attitude more, but if you move her in too quickly without knowing her first, it will be difficult for you to move her out, especially if you don't agree on a lot of things. You're not compatible with a lot of things, or you don't agree. You don't have to be necessarily 100% compatible, but it will not benefit the relationship overall if you move in too quickly. You vet each other first for few years before moving in.
We've known each other for 2.5 years, about 2.5 years now. And we still haven't moved in together. We spend a lot of time together, and that works for me. We figured out what works for us, and maybe in the future we will move in together. But when the time came down to it, we just felt like we still weren't ready, and I felt like I still wasn't ready. To be honest, you got to do what's best for you when that time comes for you. Yeah.
There's no really a timeline where oh, I passed 6 months already, I need to move her in.
Yeah.
You have to let nature run its course, and she or you will reveal yourself to her or her to you.
Do it when you're ready.
Yeah.
Do it when you're ready, or don't do it if you're not ready. Right. All right. Obi-Wan said, absolutely, that was my mistake the first time around, right? Don't rush. Don't rush, y'all. I mean, if we're trying to take our time, do it right. I know none of us are spring chickens, but don't be in a rush. Just don't be in a rush. Just make sure you choose the right woman. And what? Yeah, ask a lot of questions. What? Go ahead.
I have a quote.
Uh-oh. Here you go.
Too much, too fast won't last.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you. we thank you for your quote. All right.
Okay. So I think Tiger Ronnie said he loves the beach and beach life and fishing.
Me too. Tiger, I love fishing. Fishing is one of my favorite pastimes. I love fishing. I like hike. I like doing anything outdoors. I like it.
So I think Cebu is good because I think I know you've been to Cebu already. So I think Cebu, and if you want you go to like General Santos, for example, there are beaches also, and what do you call this? Mindanao is also one of the things that unexplored a lot of times by foreigners because they have this stereotype that it's not safe in Mindanao for the most part. But I think northern part we have good beaches, but I would definitely suggest Palawan.
Right. Okay. Mr. Ray said, I think you see things too quickly. I've noticed younger Filipinas don't mind having a live-in partner. I guess they wouldn't mind because they're not paying bills. They're not paying the bills, and it's free living, free cost of living for them. They're not buying food.
And if their younger Filipinos are working, it would be less of a burden if someone shares the condo rent.
Absolutely.
Yes, because it's expensive to rent a condo in Philippine standards, because of course we don't earn as much as foreign guys, but it will be beneficial for us if someone moves in and shares the condo rent, electricity.
Right. It's better because otherwise she might be in a boarding house. She might be in
a studio
type,
a very small apartment where you have to buy everything, like your refrigerator and all that.
Yeah, she's gonna come out on top. If she moves in with you, she definitely comes on top. She definitely, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Okay. Tiger Run said, I always had a roll of TP with me in the Philippines. Absolutely.
Wet wipes.
Yeah. Wet wipes, TP, definitely, right? Ben Dixon's Ghost.
Hello,
what's going on, man?
Ben.
Right?
It's been a while. So drink the water before, not after bathroom. Got it.
Yeah. Don't drink the water at all here because it will cost you, right?
Yeah, and also, okay, don't even brush your teeth using tap water.
I brush my teeth using tap water,
but you're good at it.
But I spit it out. But you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna start using the what you call it, water,
mineral water,
the water that we get from downstairs, and brushing my teeth, because even that, I think it leaves my throat scratchy.
Really?
It could be the water. It could be something else, but it could be the water. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Obi-Wan
said, I've never had the problem with the water. I had at my house, but usually use bottled water.
Yeah. I usually use, we get the it's not
purified
purified water that we get from downstairs. You get 10 gallons for 40 pesos, and it lasts about a week. I'd say it lasts about a week. But I usually get that, but I think I'm going to start using that even for brushing my teeth. I think that would work better.
Okay, so that's right, Anders. According to Black Box, don't brush your teeth or have any drinks with ice in them for a long while.
Yeah. I don't do the ice thing.
Sometimes you forgot, but I'm here to
but I usually do the purified water for my ice. So I haven't had a problem with the ice, but when we go out is when I sometimes forget, right? Right.
Okay. So Slick Rick said, "Hi Ben. In a lot of cases, drinking the water will make you sick and go to the bathroom quite a bit."
It will.
Yep.
It will. And Frank Ellis said, get those documents notarized and apostilled, right? So make sure you get your documents, and that's super important, so that they know that they're authentic, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said, "I was like that in the Dominican Republic." Is that DR?
Yes.
Okay. So, but I haven't really heard of anyone getting the bubble guts in the Philippines.
You will get the bubble guts, right? You will.
Yeah.
You will get the bubble guts, and yeah, it'll make you understand not to drink the water or use the ice. Don't use the ice. Yeah, even if they say sometimes they don't even know if the ice is made of purified water, and so but they'll say yes, it is.
But they just order it. Yeah. They don't make it on their own.
Yeah,
they
so
order.
don't drink the ice. Take the ice out of your drinks immediately.
Yeah. Okay, so the black box said, "Yeah, I will do those things close to my time of leaving, not too soon. I'll get them done in June of next year."
All right, there you go.
Okay. Louis. Hello, Louis.
What's up, Louis?
Thank you for joining us. The pro of living with a Filipina is the English communication, and the con is having no meaningful conversation.
Again, depending on the Filipina, but I feel you. Not every Filipina has, has a high education or is. So if you choose the one who has a high school or less education, the meaningful conversation is probably going to spiral downward. And I agree with that. Hopefully her English would improve though. But again, like you said, having meaningful conversation where you can talk in depth about something. May not be available.
Yeah, because she's only communicating with you on basic stuff, simple stuff. So it's really hard for her to communicate her thoughts and feelings. So Anders said, "Yikes, just from brushing my teeth, I've been all over. Philippines was the only place this was a problem. Even Cairo, I did not have a problem."
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, and here you go. Apostle, yeah. So make sure you get it. It's just basically it's authentication. It's authentication that says your documents are real, that they're not fake, right? And the government does that.
All right.
Right.
Okay. So it's like red ribbon here. That's what we call it. All right. So.
Right. Oh, and someone just said that too, right?
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Alistair said, "Is it true you cannot throw toilet paper? You cannot throw toilet paper in the toilet? You have to place it in rubbish bin." Yes,
it is.
For the most part here in the Philippines, because it clogs the drain, and you don't want your your dookie swimming all over and not flushing. Don't say that. Sorry. How do I say it? Your dump, your poop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cannot throw it in because it will clog the drainage.
Yeah, they don't have the plumbing like our plumbing. So it's same thing in China. We ran same thing where they'll tell you don't throw the tissue in the toilet.
And there's always a reminder on every public toilet that you go to. Do not dump.
Yeah, put it in the trash bin, the rubbish bin next to the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and it kind of sucks. Can you imagine how much it sucks to be the person who has to clean out those rubbish bins? That would really, really suck. But
but that's their job.
Yeah.
Okay, so Black Box, I was going to print mine out, and I guess I do that too. I plan to email that woman on YouTube that helps with that.
Right. So Neil Davis is in the house. What's going on, Neil?
Neil?
Thanks for joining the fam. And we're talking about pros and cons of living together with your Filipino. Do you have another pro or another con?
Yes, I have another pro. I think one of the pro of living together is, picking up the culture of that person. Like, for example, I'm not really, before rice is life, but now I rarely eat rice. And when we eat rice, I most of the time I appreciate the food that you eat that I normally like, the pizza. I don't know what we call that. The chicken fajita that you're making.
Pizza.
The chicken fajita, and the culture. Whenever we have free time, we watch Dave Chappelle. You watch football, and then I sit here, and then I I just look how it. I just try to understand. I try
to explain it to you, but but it takes a while, right? It just takes time.
Yeah, because if you, for example, if you really love that person, you want to know what he likes, and you try try your best to learn it for him so that you have something to talk about. But
Right.
but it will be better if you're around men who when watching football, I think.
It'll be better around people who can teach you whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like Rick said, we just have more experience, right? And I totally agree with that. It just kind of is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Black Box said, I want to explore in the Philippines. I do too. There's a lot of places I want to go. The Philippines has 7,000 plus islands.
Yes.
There's so many places to go. You can never explore too much. You're never done exploring out here in the Philippines. So there's just a lot to do, right? And Frank said, I just made 60, so it's time to go, right? It's never too late, especially if you're still healthy, Frank. Get out and do the stuff you want to do. I mean, tomorrow's not promised to any of us.
Yes.
To any of us. So while you're healthy and you can do the things you want to do, go do them, bro. Go do them. I mean, you can't take the money with you. I'm not saying, spend recklessly or anything like that, but good. I mean, the good times don't have to all be behind you.
And just like what we said in our previous video, in the West, when you reach 40, a lot of times people will think that your dating is over. But here, when you come here to the Philippines, you're just getting started. So when you reach your 40s, 50s, I think you're just getting started.
Yeah, I mean for dating, yeah, but I'm just saying, just for the experience of the adventure of going out and doing stuff. I mean, if he's wanting to date, then that's cool too. But yeah, go start your next adventure, bro. I mean, live your life, right? And Obi-Wan said, which island do you plan to move to, Frank? Yeah, pick an island, find hit up some people who live in that island, and ask them, figure out where you want to go, where you think you might like to go, and go from there. Start with Manila, and then stay in Manila for 6 months or a year until you are acclimated to the culture, and then move out of Manila and go somewhere else. Go where you think you want to go. Right?
But one thing to consider: always remember that you need to have like a good hospital nearby.
Stay where there's a good hospital. Yeah. Right.
So Mr. Ray said, I like that schedule with someone just visiting, but is it an every weekend visit or spaced out?
She's here every weekend.
Yeah, because we do that.
Because we either do a live stream and then we're shooting videos. So Ching is here every weekend, and I like it that way. I mean, we constantly communicate. Actually, you're here throughout the week too, still, which was anyway. But I like it that way. You're here enough where it's not too much. Where I still have my.
It's not too much now.
Yeah, I have my workspace.
I'm far away.
I have my workspace, and I'm cool with that. But yeah, it's usually every weekend because we got to shoot and we're doing the live stream.
Yeah, and I'm always trying to find reasons to come over.
Not a complaint. I'm not complaining.
But always finding reasons,
which is cool,
to come over.
Because football season. It's not football season, but football season is now upon us, and so my time. Yeah. Right. That's all right.
But I won't. For the most part, I won't be here during the weekday.
We'll figure it out. There's hundreds of football games to watch. Hundreds of games to watch. Right.
Okay, so
Frank said he's thinking Ilo or Bacolod, and I think that's a good place. Ilo is chill. We went to Ilo. Bacolod is pretty chill. We got friends in Bacolod actually, don't we? And but both those places are pretty chill. Are pretty chill. Easy, like a lot less tame, a lot more tame than Manila.
Yeah,
and I kind of like that. I'll be real. If it wasn't for you, if I didn't know you, I probably would have moved already, and I would have moved to a smaller place, to a smaller town that had a hospital, and probably Ilo or Bacolod or somewhere like that, or probably Davao or General Santos or something like that. I would have moved to somewhere more smaller that's close to a big city, probably. But I'm cool. I'm cool with being near you.
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Ray said, with a fine nanny, Rich. Look,
no, as long as I'm here, you're not getting a fine nanny.
No, I don't need. As long as you're here, I don't need the nanny, right? Okay.
So Neil Davis, hello. Thank you for joining us. And I'm doing 6 and 6. Don't think the SRRV is an R good choice for me. And insurance. The insurance to buy insurance is a good deal because I'm not there back and forth.
Right. No, that and for each person they have to decide, right? So that means 6 months here, 6 months away, right? So you got to decide which works for you. And just while you're here, you need to make sure that you have that insurance that's going to take care of you in in a bad situation. Yeah, it's important. It is definitely important.
Okay, so I was in Cebu and San Carlos and Negros. Bacolod and Iloilo were both nice.
Right. Yeah. I haven't been to Bacolod, but I went to Iloilo and I liked it there. I did like it. Could I live there? I could probably live there. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. All right. Yeah, Calvin does live in San Carlos. So me and Calvin, we keep missing each other. We're definitely gonna hook up. I always talk about I'd love to get him on the show, and he agreed to come on to the show. But we're gonna get together, and it's gonna be a good time when we do. It'll definitely be a good time, right? Let's see. Obi-Wan said, Calvin, cool. I'd like to hear what's going on out there in San Carlos. My ex's family is in Margarita Village there, right?
Okay.
All right. Mr. Ray said, definitely in no rush. I enjoy my space. Me too, brother. Me too. Right?
Kaija's here. Hi, Kaija.
What's up, sis? What's up, sis? SN, fresh haircut, right? I know, and Leon Brown didn't even do it, right? Look. So, hey, sis, $2 for a haircut. $2. I'm just saying. Leon Brown, I mean, we have a nephew. Our nephew, Leon Brown, has a barbershop, does an excellent job, but he charges American prices in California, and you can get a nice haircut for $2 out here. Ask Mr. Ray, he'll tell you. We went and got a good haircut when he was out here. We did good, right? All right.
Okay. So all right. So Kai just said prebiotics and probiotics may help if traveling somewhere new.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, right? you just don't like me asking you to drink the bottle of Yakult, the probiotics, but it's good for your tummy, especially when you have like a case.
Right.
In the.
Right. I hear you. I got you. Right. All right. JGBK
said, I ate the food at the Rojas Market in Davao and was attached to the toilet for the next day.
It'll get you. I'm telling you, it will get you if you eat the wrong thing, the wrong seafood, or I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on the ice. Because you might think it's the food, but I'm telling you, a lot of times it's not the food. It's the drink or the ice in the drink. I'm putting you up on game.
Okay. Right? All right. So, Slick Rick said, JGBK, it doesn't take much. Been there before. No way to spend your vacation or stay in the Philippines.
Yeah, it got me twice. It definitely got me twice, I think. I mean, once before I moved here when I came up here for a Spartan race, but it got me once after I got here, right?
Yeah, okay. So JG said, not exactly sure what it was, but I kind of had like a sampler piece of chicken and a couple of pork ribs, I believe. So maybe it wasn't cooked properly.
It could have been. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can come with me on my next visit, beach and fishing to start.
Let's Tiger, if that's an invite. Yeah. Look, I'm serious. When people do invites, I'm serious about my invites, bro. If you invite me, I'm coming. Right? I'm definitely coming. So don't say it if you don't mean it. I always tell people that. Right? All right. Ahmed Rama.
Hello, Ahmed Rama. Welcome to our live stream and welcome to Rich Abroad. Which is the best province in the Philippines to visit as a tourist?
Question.
I would always say it's Palawan.
Oh, okay.
Palawan. I like the beach, but the beach doesn't like me.
And he did say as a tourist.
As a tourist. Yeah. Okay. So of course we have to set our best foot forward. Palawan is one of the best places here, and also Cebu. Right. Cebu, and if we want to go up north, I think La Union is also. I think more of the beaches. But if you want to go hiking, Mount Apo is also one of the things. Bukidnon, somewhere in Mindanao.
Okay. All right, good.
Okay, so JG said, was paper plate and plastic gloves to eat the food. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, you never know what it is, but I'm telling you guys, and I'll say it the last time, don't sleep on the ice. When you get drinks that have ice in them, remove the ice immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately. I'm telling you, a lot of times you think you had bad food, but it wasn't the food. It was the ice in the drink. Okay?
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
And Obi-Wan said they're all kind of good in their own way, Ahmed, and I agree with you, right? Um, and Frank said, how far does Ching live from you? A little bit now. Actually, as of this month, Ching moved into Ching. We got Ching her own nice apartment, her cute little apartment now.
Yeah, because I need to live close by the university where I'm working, and the boys are studying. So I now moved in Manila. It's like 1.5 ride traffic. So I'm further away, but I'm always here in Mandaluyong to visit my parents, and of course.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Up until last month, she lived like literally like right outside,
15
like 15-minute walk from us. We lived apart, but now it's a lot further away. Which is cool. You still find a way to be here during the week, which is cool too. But I get to see you on the weekends, and that's cool. All right.
You know, I'm always looking forward for Friday.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Because, and with that, that's one of the pros, I think, of living together. The physical closeness and the intimacy benefits.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we'll talk about that on our next Freaky Friday. Yeah, we have a good Freaky Friday video coming out. I'm sure you guys will really enjoy it. So we hit the 2-hour mark. Let's get through these comments, and then we'll get you something to eat, right?
Yes. JG said, I also developed strange rash on my hand in Mindanao.
Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. You really can. You just really kind of gotta be careful.
You know what I always bring with me in my bag? I always have allergy medicine wherever I go. Because I don't want it to happen again where the allergies inside and I cannot breathe.
Right. Yeah. I keep the asthma stuff. I always keep the asthma stuff when I travel. I keep the anti-itch cream, the hydrocortisone cream. Yeah. Those and then what else do I keep? And then always some sunblock. Some sunblock. Those are the three things I'm always keeping, right?
Always on my bag, paracetamol, some medicine, loperamide for the diarrhea. And allergy medicine. Right. That's always.
Jeff D is in the house. What's up, Jeff D? He says, bringing my Filipina to the U.S. Love the podcast, Jeff. Welcome to our podcast. We appreciate it. Where are you from? Where are you from in the U.S., Jeff? Right. And where's the Filipina from? And how old are you? How old is she, if you don't mind us asking?
Yes. All right. So Obi-Wan said, if you want to party, big cities are better. If you want to chill, provinces are cool for
I'm cool with all the party stuff. Yeah, I'm super cool with all the party stuff. But some people are still, you got the young bucks in their 30s and in the young 40s, they're still wanting to get out and go to the clubs and all that stuff, or go to the bars. And I get that for sure, right? For me, it doesn't matter. So I could do the province. But the province, the roosters and the dogs. Bro.
And the tricycles.
And the tricycles. Yeah, the roosters, dogs, and tricycles are going to put up a lot of noise, right?
You know what? I think I'm lucky enough to find this neighborhood. There are no dogs,
right?
No tricycles, and no roosters. So we get always a good night's sleep.
Right. Jeff G says, first time I made it to the live show. Welcome to the live show, Jeff. Don't let it be the last time, bro. We love having new people.
Yeah, so Tiger said, I seem to get my haircut every time in the Philippines. They shave and clean me up good.
Tiger, I got a dude. I have a dude who is righteous. And Mr. Ray will vouch for me. We went to, when Mr. Ray was here, I took him to my dude. My dude took care of him. All you got to do is show him a picture of what you want, and he'll take care of the rest. He's pretty good. He's pretty good, right?
Okay, so Kaija asked you to share some more pros and cons, please. So I think another a pro is more opportunity for growth as a couple because you're learning to understand each other, you're learning each other's culture, and for that, I think that's growth for both of you. And also, if the other person, like for example yourself, like he's more experienced, so I think it's every day is like a teaching moment for both of you. And if I know some things about here in the Philippines that you don't know, then maybe you can always learn
more culture stuff, right?
Okay. And I think one of the cons that I think is taking each other for granted, especially when you know that that person is always around. So you don't see like, oh, she's there, she's just there. you know, you will feel that she's always available, she's always there, that sometimes, a lot of times, some of the guys take her for granted.
You know, I'm gonna give you a little shout out real quick, because yesterday, remember we were talking, I stopped and I was like, and you're like, what? Because I really appreciate the fact that you take good care of yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate the fact that you take good care of yourself. And maybe, and I don't know, maybe if you were here all the time or every day, if we were always together, I might not notice it or appreciate it as much. But I really appreciate it. I stopped and I was looking at your cute little legs and your little waist, and I was like, she takes really good care of herself. So
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's what you need to do. If you want, we know, as women, we know that men are visually stimulated. So one way, and I would, what am I doing if I'm not really taking good care of myself? I'm slacking off.
Right. Frank Ellis said a $2 haircut would be a $20 haircut in San Francisco. Frank, I gotta disagree, bro. That $2 haircut would be almost a $45 to $50 haircut in the Bay Area, easily. Because I know it is that expensive. My nephew charges $20. That is the going rate now in the Bay Area, is $40 for a haircut, and then plus the tip, plus the tip. So you're looking at $45 for a haircut now. Yeah, it's off the hook, right?
Okay. So Obi-Wan said, yeah, true, Tiger. I still have to get used to the straight razor for a bald head.
Right.
Okay, so Neil Davis said, also open the people's eyes to investments. The Philippines is a growing fast country. Get in where you
fit in. Just be careful. Just be careful about investing. Be careful. Just make sure you take care of the due diligence part of investing and know what you're getting into and be very, very sure of it, right? Frank said, is Palawan near Bohol?
Palawan near Bohol? I'm not really sure. Palawan, Cebu is near.
No, they're on the opposite sides.
Yeah. Bohol is nearby. Yeah. Cebu. So you just have to take a ferry ride going to Bohol if you're from Cebu.
Right.
So what's good insurance in the Philippines? Really don't know, but I like life insurance. We have Manulife, Sun Life, and
I have some recommendations. If you're looking for good health insurance, that would be a good time to hit me up off outside the live stream, and maybe I have some good recommendations for some people that I know or that have been referred to me that are A+.
Okay, so all right, so everybody, don't forget to hit the likes. Slick Rick is always reminding us. JG said, "Do I smell an OnlyFans page being?" No,
not from us. Yeah, no. Definitely not from us.
No.
Yeah, I mean, without the cameras, without the cameras, but that's fine.
No. So Jeff D said, "I am from Oregon and 60 years. He's 31 from Butuan, good small city."
All right. Okay. All right. That's good. Those are that's the demographic, right? That's pretty much our demographic. So, Raymond said,
I love Puerto Galera. I've been to Puerto Galera twice, and it's like mini Boracay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cheaper. Cheaper than Boracay. Yes. Okay. So Foreign said, Bohol is next to Cebu. Palawan is pretty far away.
Right, exactly. On the opposite sides.
Okay. So Frank Ellis said, I guess my pricing is off. I cut my own hair.
Frank, you know what? I used to cut my own hair, bro. I used to cut, and if you look at our old videos, you can see when I used to cut my own hair. You can see it, right? But I couldn't really get the right fade in, none of that. But come on, dude, for $2 to get a haircut where he fades you up, lines you up, and takes good care of you, it is well worth the $2 to have him do it, right? Yeah.
Tony Joseph is here. Aloha, Richie and Chang from
Oahu, right? Hope it's not too late. No, you just got in. It's about to end in about 7 minutes. But you just got in. Thank you, Tony, for joining us. We always appreciate having
Tony,
you in.
Thank you.
Right. Ooh, look, JG said I pay $75 for a haircut in New York City, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's expensive. Getting a haircut is crazy expensive now. Yeah, I'm in $45 for in the Bay. $45. That's insane. If you can get one for $2.
Wow.
Shoot, man, come on, stop. All right. Any more pros and cons? We're at the end of the comments. we have any more pros and cons that we missed?
I think dealing with jealousy, especially with the
This is a
Filipinos.
pro or a con?
This is a con.
Okay.
This, I think, dealing with jealousy, especially when you live with a Filipina, and a lot of Filipina are overly jealous. Okay, so I think like you have to let
Are
her.
you making this up on the flyers? It's on your list.
No, it's on the list.
Okay.
Right. Like, for example, you need to go out. You need to go out, and then you have to inform that person where you're coming, where you're going. It's on the list, honey.
You know, I'm right. Okay. I mean, now you got to do check in and check out just out of respect.
Yeah. Just something like that.
Yeah.
But you can't really have to. You can't really do your own thing because you have to inform her where you're going, or when you go out, you have to bring her. Sometimes.
Right.
That's because or where you going.
Yeah,
you're not taking me. You're something like that.
Get the haircut. I'm hanging out with the boys.
Something like that. You understand?
Yeah. No, I get you, and I appreciate you. I could, I know you so well. I know when you're jealous because you get quiet. You get quiet, and just like the other day, I knew what was going on. I played dumb, but I knew exactly what was going on. But you get quiet, and you just, but you do a good job now as opposed to before of composing yourself. And you try to like check yourself. But I know what's going on. Yeah.
I don't want to make a fuss.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. But that is, I would say that's a con if you choose the wrong person to be shacked up with, right?
Because I've seen a lot of Filipinos know when they're jealous, they throw things.
No, you only get to do that one time.
Throwing things. I'm not really. Yeah. So if something, and you told me that if something's bothering me, then I have to let you know.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I understand. I mean, that's the communication thing too. Is like you might not be ready to talk about it right now, but just say, look, I got something on my mind. I'm not ready to talk about it right now, but can we talk about it later? I'm cool. We can wait, and I get it. I understand something's bothering you, and we'll talk about it when the time comes. But yeah, none of the throwing stuff.
Okay, Neil Davis said, sometimes your Filipina has no boundaries. Like if I'm in the bathroom, she will walk in while I'm on the toilet. How can you concentrate if someone walks in the
I really don't know.
Yeah. So Frank Ellis said, when women stop taking care of themselves, men cheat.
There's a lot to that, Frank. There's a lot to it. I as I said myself, I'm never going to be in a sexist relationship. If it's sexless, you can rest assured I'm going to get sex. It's just what it means. And I'm lucky in that Ching takes pretty good care of herself, and I don't need to worry about any of that kind of stuff. But I understand. Every man who says that, I absolutely understand. And I'm in the same boat with you. I just don't have to be right now. So, but I definitely get it. All right, you guys. I think that we're gonna call it a wrap. For you guys who are not for you guys who are members, I apologize for not hitting that members only button, but we'll make sure we get something for you. We want to give you value for your money. We know the value of a membership, so and we know that you guys spent money on that. We want to make it count for something, so we're going to make sure we give you value for your money. Stay tuned for our next few videos, and especially the Freaky Friday video, because you are going to like the Freaky Friday video. Guaranteed you will like the Freaky Friday video. It'll have you guys talking for a long time to come. So
yeah, and I would like to shout out Kaijo for giving us a super chat. Thank you so much. Showing love to you both. Another great video. Keep educating and informing the people. Sometimes you have to go outside the box to discover what was made for you. Wishing love to every person.
Thank you for that, sis. I really appreciate it. And I really want to apologize. We kind of went off the track a little bit and got into the the toilet bowl thing, and we kind of got off the track. And I appreciate you guys for being patient with us. Sometimes the conversation steers us in different directions, but it took us a little long to get back on track. But
we'll do better.
We'll do better next time, right? So Tony, appreciate what you're doing. By the way, appreciate what you're doing for us.
Thank you, Tony.
And for everybody else who joined this show, join us tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Join us tomorrow, and it is an everybody live stream tomorrow. And the topic is, what's the topic, Jane?
The topic is the topic. I forgot.
It's how does your Filipina ask you?
Huh? I'm sorry.
The topic tomorrow of tomorrow's live stream is how does your Filipina ask you for sex? Right? We know the culture.
Yeah.
We know the culture is different. We know that some Filipinos are very shy, and at least in public, but behind closed doors, when the doors are closed, maybe not so shy. So the question is, how does your Filipina ask you for sex? We'll be talking about that tomorrow. Join us tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Mic up, cam up, call in, or leave your comments, or do all of them.
Yes.
We appreciate all of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sis, very juicy topic. Join us. Have my brother-in-law jump in with you too. This should be good because it doesn't just have to be Filipinas about Filipinas. Yeah. But look, I don't want to know too much about my own sister, and but join us on the topic. We love you, sis. I especially love you, and I can't wait to see you again and give you a hug. And for everybody else, I'm Rich for Rich Abroad.
And this is Chang.
You got anything else you want to say before we finish?
Yeah, make sure that you have your inputs ready for tomorrow because we want to know.
Yeah. Make sure, if you got questions, you got comments, questions for us, as long as they're not, come on, be reasonable. Let's not dig too much. You understand? But reasonable questions, we got reasonable answers. We look, people want to know stuff. We do our best to share with you. So come tomorrow. It should be a very, very good and exciting show.
We'll chose the topic. Tomorrow.
She chose the topic. Could you guess? Of course she chose the topic, right? Anyway. All right. Let's get you some food. All right. Deuces.
We're out.